you very much for preparing yourself to join ELC. Yeah, especially today is session for academician talk. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Once again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, dear all participants. I am Pungkirela Saputri, SSTME. I am the moderator today to our academician talk. By the way, I am very pleased to see you here and welcome all of you to this our academician talk. Today's our academician talk is about, just like the theme that you already know, it's about framing the future of business and society era 5.0. Nah, but we will talk about finance and accounting strategy today. Okay. There are participants. Our speaker today is Dr. Yuni Yuningsih, MCom, CPA. She is an academician expert in finance and accounting. Okay, and without further ado, let's take a look at her curriculum vitae, of Dr. Yuni Yuningsih. Yeah, okay. Maybe I will read from my laptop because it's too. Yeah, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dr. Yuni Yuningsih, MCom CPA. She is a lecturer and researcher at the School of Accounting, Economics and Finance Faculty of Business and Law, Curtin University, Australia. And she holds a PhD and an MCom from Curtin University. She has published in a number of academic journals, including Accounting Research Journal and Journal of Intellectual Capital, of course. And she has over 15 years of teaching experience at the university level in postgraduate and undergraduate units. Masya Allah. And Dr. Yuni Yuningsih now has a strong connection with Indonesia, especially including serving as a visiting academic, involvement in joint research with researchers from Indonesia University. Okay. Okay, before the presentation begin, I think that's all we already knew about Miss Yuni Yuningsih. May I call you Dr. Yuni Yuningsih as Mrs. Yuni? Yeah. By the way, before the presentation begins, let me inform how the presentation will be going on. First, Miss Yuni Yuningsih will be invited to present the material, and after that, there will be a question and answer session and followed by conclusion by me. Okay, now, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allow me to welcome the speaker, Dr. Yuni Yuningsih, MCom CPA, to deliver her presentation. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Yuni.
Waalaikumsalam. Before I start, can you confirm if you can hear my voice? Is it loud enough? Is clear enough?
Okay. Yes, it's clear enough, Miss Yuni.
Okay, and the slide is bright enough. The screen.
Alhamdulillah.
Because I'm doing it from home. I don't think the light is good enough, but yeah. We still have Omicron going on in Australia, so as much as possible, if I can stay home and work from home, I'll just work from home because there's still a mask requirement. Today I decided I just do it from home. So let me know if you can't see my face or you can't hear my voice. Okay, I'll try to do something with the computer that I have in front of me. But yeah, everything is good. I'm ready to deliver the. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Miss Yuni.
First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I know you saw the short CV that I have because I don't like giving long CVs. Okay. I rather people ask me questions if they want to know me more. Okay, so after the session, feel free to ask me any question you may have about me, about the content, about anything, basically. Okay, I'm happy to respond to that. So what we have today, but before that, before I forgot, thank you for inviting me to this. When I look at the title, Entrepreneurship, Leadership, and Community Service, wow, this is a very important session.
Pleasure, Miss Yuni.
And when I look at the theme as well for today, it's very important theme. Trust me, I'm learning as much as you are learning. So my expectation from today's session is the learning process comes both way. Okay, so
Yes.
I will try to deliver something that I know of,
Yeah.
based on, so far the knowledge I have, because Society 5.0 is not an easy topic to discuss. Is for some of us, some countries are still ideas. Okay, we still thinking about what should we do, what kind of strategy should we implement to actually achieve or be successful in that era in the Society 5.0. So it's most of us, we have a lot of these ideas, but we have no enough proof or evidence yet to actually say that this way, this strategy is going to be successful. Okay, so therefore my expectation is that hopefully you can learn from what I will deliver, but that doesn't mean the things that I deliver will be 100% something that you need to absorb in order to be successful in Society 5.0. Some of them are ideas, some are, because if it is idea, then we have to prove it, we have to try, implement, evaluate, modify, and things like that in the future. So if any of the ideas you see today that I think would be a good idea for in terms of strategy, if you disagree, if you feel that you have a better strategy, or if you think that we need to modify them, if you think that it's not going to work in the different contexts, and say it will work in Japan, it will work in Australia, it will work in Indonesia, but it won't work in Malaysia, for example, or in the other country, please let me know. I'm happy to take any input from you, because I'm learning as well, because we are sharing ideas here, we are not yet sharing facts or evidence. Okay, so let's share that information. That's the aim of this session. Okay, so it's not me lecturing, providing 100% reliable information. Okay, we don't know, we are not at that stage yet, we just sharing ideas. Now, I would like to share the screen, my slide first, and let me know if you have any problem in seeing the slide. All right, give me a couple minutes. So can you see the slide? Are you able to see the slide?
Yes, Dr. Yuni.
Yeah, can you see the slide?
Yes,
Hang on.
we already
Okay.
here. Okay, it's clear here.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
I think
It's just technology. We need to confirm and a few times before we actually show that everything is okay. So we are looking at a strategy for achieving Society 5.0 or the 5.0 Industrial Revolution. Something that I would like to deliver today, before we're looking at it from the finance or accounting perspective, I would like to, because this is, if I'm not mistaken, the first academic talk you have for the whole program, right? Probably in the first part of the presentation, I would like to give you or remind you about what Society 5.0 is. Okay, and the thing is, to understand society 5.0, we need to understand society 4.0. So we're gonna go back to it a little bit. Once we have the knowledge about 5.0, what it is, what is the difference between 4.0 and 5.0, after we know why people in Japan, for example, or the government, Japan government actually introduced this idea. What was the reason? Okay, the main reason this idea was being introduced. Once we understand all of them, we then moved on to the strategy from the finance and accounting perspective. Okay. All right. So as I said earlier, before we look at the fifth industrial revolution or 5.0 society, we need to understand the movement from the fourth to the fifth. Okay. So I remember like 2-3 years ago, before COVID, some Indonesian universities actually invited me to talk about 4.0 at that time. But at the same time, after a year or two, there was idea about 5.0, which was introduced by Japanese government. Okay. Now, if you look at the fourth era, or industrial revolution, what happened is that this is something that already happening, in my opinion. We rely more on artificial intelligence, robotic system, big data, Internet of Things, and other technology in our business operation. So I'm going to talk mostly from the business perspective. Okay, industry sector, in the public sector, both private and service as well. Now, so we look at the role of artificial intelligence, robots, and technology-based operation when we talk about the fourth industrial evolution. Now, the fifth one, what happened, in my opinion, is that as a human being, we can actually let the robot, the machine, take over all the jobs that we have. Right? We want to play, as a human being, we want to play an important role in our operation. Okay, if you have a business, yes, you need help from robot technology, but you want to have that position that enable you to actually play an important role in the success of your business. Okay, now based on that thinking, there are coming up with the idea that, you know what, we need to interface with this technology. We need to work together with this technology. Yes, we can use robot, we can use internet, machine, but we can't lose our role as a human being. Okay, we still decide how we're gonna do our business, what kind of direction we want to take, what kind of goals we want to achieve, what kind of operation we want to deliver. Okay, so we want to function actually as a human being. However, at the same time, we understand, we acknowledge that we have limitation. Right? We only have 24 hours a day. Okay, but fact is, reality is, we cannot work 24 hours a day. Am I right? Can you work 24 hours a day? Can your brain work 24 hours a day? Can you do, no, right? Can you do physical things? If you are in a delivery business, for example, you are deliver things. So people like in, I don't know, in Indonesia, you have GoFood, GoCar, right? You are delivering service. Can they work 24 hours?
No.
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 But if you look at machine, the drone delivery now is happening. Can they work 24 hours?
Maybe yes.
Yes, automated car delivery. Now you're looking at automated car. Okay, driverless car, right? They can do 24 hours delivery. So that's a problem for us. Okay. So with Society 5.0, we are thinking, yes, we have that limitation. And if we want to be successful in our business, we have to deal with that limitation. We need to get help from technology. We need to get help from machine, from the robot. But at the same time, we won't let those machines and robot to actually take over 100% of our role. Okay, and reality is they can't. Okay, yes, we have limitation, but they cannot. I don't believe. So if you disagree, let me know. I don't believe that the machine, the AI, can replace 100% of our skills, and that's the area that we need to improve, so that basically we help each other. The machine is helping us and we helping them, the machine, to actually work more effectively and work as per our need. Okay. So that's how they come up with the 5.0 industrial revolution, which is, to me, is a very brilliant. The idea of having the smart society is very, it's an excellent idea, because again, it's unavoidable to have machine, to have robot, to have the internet working for us. Okay, but the question here, what can we do now to actually deal with that? Because it's unavoidable. We have to work with them. We have to support that, the fact that we can no longer work as human being 100%. We cannot use all the, the human skills. Basically, the human skill set is not enough to actually handle all the changes in the business environment. Okay, we need but what we need to do as a human being next, okay, in order to interact with the technology-based environment within the industry. Now, the challenge is then become in the 5th industrial revolution is that how we are going to interface, how we are going to work together with the machine. Okay, how we are going to improve our skills that cannot be replaced by the machine. Okay, so that's the key. If you can improve your skill set that cannot be replaced by the machine, then you will survive in the future. The problem is if your skill set are just those that can easily be replaced by the machine, you will have a big problem in the future. So as a young generation, I always, in every seminar, international guest lecture that I had in the past, I always ask students to think about what kind of skill sets that you need to have in order to be ready for this era. Okay, because it's not traditional skill set. So think about the skill that you have. If you feel that if you study accounting, you study management, marketing, or other field, if you think that the skill and knowledge that you have can easily be replaced by the machine, you will have a big problem in the future. So the key to 5.0 society is improving your skill set, that skill set that is replaceable, okay, that cannot be replaced by the machine. So that's the key. That's the first thing you need to understand. That's the first strategy for anyone. What kind of contribution, what kind of skill or the knowledge that I have to improve in order to add value to the interaction between the technology and human being. Okay. So therefore, R&D is very important. We're gonna look at the different slides here. We're gonna see that R&D, from our perspective as a human being, we're not talking about the machine learning or AI, but R&D is very important, innovation is very important, things about the human limitation, understanding it is very important, things about how we are going to take into consideration behavioral aspect, for example, ethics, for example, compliance, legal matters, for example. It's very important in order to be able to interface effectively with the machine, okay, with the technology in our business. Now, this is a very good picture that I've got from, you know, somewhere institution in Japan. If you want to see, you know, the difference between the 4.0 and 5.0, as you can see in the 4.0, what happened is we have a lot of information, we access information from the internet. And based off that information in the physical space here, okay, we actually analyze, we gather, we analyze, and then we let the machine to do their job. Okay, under our control, yes, but we rely mostly on the information that we have from the internet. Okay, that's it. The internet says, okay, this is how we're gonna operate this manufacturing process. This is how we're going to deliver our products. So that's what we follow, what we use to actually operate our machine. Now, in Society 5.0, what you can see here is the appearance of big data. Okay, as you can see here, there's no big data. Therefore, I think in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about big data. How many of you actually familiar with this term, big data? Anyone? Do you understand what big data is? Anyone can tell me what do you know about big data?
Not about familiar, Miss.
Say it again, sorry.
Not that familiar, Miss.
Okay, all right. So probably for the next 10 minutes, before we talking about 5.0, the strategy from the, again, finance and accounting perspective, we're gonna look at big data, because this is something that you will see and see and see again in the future. Okay, something that you actually already know, but you just don't see it as big data. Okay, you already have it, you already experience it, you actually know what big data is. It's just you don't know the name of it is big data. Okay, so what we have in 5.0 is big data. Okay, that's the difference. That big data will be used by AI, will be analyzed by AI, okay, to provide value-added information, to give us some proposals about what to do in our business, how we're gonna operate our manufacturing process and things like that. But more importantly, how we end up with a big data, how we provide big data in the cyberspace, that's our role here. Okay, so we are dealing with a lot of information in our daily life, in our business life. Okay, so that information, we gather that information. It could be environmental information, operating status, how we provide services, for example, how we deal with customer, for example, people related information, how we handle problems, all of them are information. And we put, if without we realizing it, we actually, when we have that information, if we put them together, it become this massive amount of information. However, that information is unstructured, it's messy. Okay, you will see that big data information mostly are unstructured and they are messy. Okay, but it is data. Okay, and those data is very important to actually help businesses make decisions. Okay, if we have the capability, or if we have the skill to actually analyze the data, it will create something that we can use to support our business or even our daily life. Okay, so that's the difference. But at the end, again, both 4.0, 5.0, we realize that we cannot avoid relying on machine. as you know from our discussion earlier, that we can't work 24 hours a day. If we want to be successful, we have to extend our availability to do service. Okay, we need to extend our ability to meet people needs. Therefore, it is unavoidable to use machine operation. Okay, but however, we are going to make it more effective. We are going to make the machine work better by all the information, the analysis, the additional factors that we can contribute to the big data. All right, so that's the fourth versus the fifth. I'm going to.
Ma'am, I have some questions.
Yeah.
So basically, big data means it's a collection of huge data, and it's not in organized way.
Yeah, you will see later on. I have I think a slide that will show you that most like 80 to 90%. That's the last data I have, unstructured. So it's very messy. But there are some institution or information provider that provide you with structured data as well. Okay, but it's a very small amount of structured data. It's messy, very messy.
So there's a huge difference between cloud data and big data.
Yes, yes. I think the massive amount of information, that's a big difference between the two. And the fact that it is unstructured, it's messy, it's limitless, it's countless. That's the thing.
Another one, are we sending data from real life to the big data process, or we are taking data from big data?
Say it again.
Can you go to the previous slide, ma'am?
Yeah. I'll go to the previous one. Yeah. Oh, it's not. Hang on. I just. Oh, the previous one is that one.
Yes, ma'am. So we can see that we are getting data from cloud on the first picture, and on the second one, data are going to the big data. You can see the arrows. And does it means like that or something else?
Yes, yes. What it means is that I don't say in society 5.0 we don't have cloud. Okay, we still have, but we have less reliance on that. We have more reliance on big data.
Okay, and there's another one, ma'am. Cloud storage and the difference between cloud and big data. I'm just clarifying myself. We are putting data on cloud, but big data is taking automatically data.
Yeah, it's the sources is everywhere. We don't have one space and we call it big data. It's everywhere. It's messy. You will see after we look at the source of big data, you will see that it is very messy. It's not just one place like this, big data, and then analyze. This is just to simplify the picture. Okay, it's everywhere. It's messy. Okay, probably I'll go through the slide first, and you will see the difference between. I can see that you know a lot about cloud. Right, let's look at big data first and see if you can find more differences between the two.
Sure.
Okay. Now, so this is to simplify. I think this one is better than the other one. Okay, I'll just use this one. So the first one. So the one that we have here is all the information. Okay, environment, equipment, operation, people-related information. All data will be gathered from that sources. Okay, this will be accumulated in the cyberspace. So AI basically take that data from cyberspace. Okay, this could be messy here, as I said earlier, and then will be analyzed by AR and then feed back to the physical space. That the analysis, the result of the analysis from AI, that is something that we evaluate, we reanalyze, and we will see how it will support our business. Okay, so if AI come up with a proposal, okay, after the analysis of the big data, okay, in my opinion, that doesn't mean we just take it and then we, put it in our operation, okay, implement it in our operation. What we do is we analyze. Again, the AI cannot look at it, in my opinion, comprehensively in terms of ethics. The proposal could be unethical because they are machine, they are AI, they are not human. So we are looking at it from the ethical perspective. It is ethical or not. We're looking at the compliance and legal aspects, and we're looking at how it supports the human being. If our orientation is a service orientation, we want to provide best practice to human. We want to make sure that the proposal, the suggestion is given by AI, actually in line with the code of ethics, in line with the legal matters, in line with our human orientation. If it's not, then we are going to gather information again and feed it to the big data, and it becomes the source of information again by AI, okay, analyzed by AI, and then it comes up with hopefully better proposal, better operating instruction. Once we actually feel that we can accept that proposal, the instruction suggestion by AI, then we can operate our robot and things like that. Okay, so that's our role. However, again, because we need to make sure that we give the AI enough information, okay, comprehensive information about the different kind of. So the thing with business is it's never certain. We are dealing with changes from time to time. The business environment is always uncertain. Okay, the challenges that you have is 2 years ago, last year, and now is different. Therefore, we have to provide that different scenarios, different problems we have to actually support the analysis by AI. Okay, so R&D innovation, critical thinking is very important from this physical space. Now, moving on to the next one. Again, this is just showing that big data is important because the robots, our machine, will rely on the analysis of big data, okay, in supporting our business. Therefore, in the 5.0, companies, universities, all people who are responsible for innovation system should be able to actually increase their capacity to be, to have that skill set for innovation. And also what they mentioned here with 5.0 is that the core elements include human centricity. So human is number one. Okay, it's not machine centricity. So what it says is that machine will work as per our need, okay, as we want. It's not that we being controlled by the machine or the technology. We are controlling them by giving them good input, okay, by giving them enough information so that they can analyze from different perspectives. Sustainability, again, it is a continuous process. It's not just one time we provide information and we let AI to analyze and then that's it. We're going to use the things that been proposed by the AI. It's a continuous process. Resilience means, again, we are dealing with, especially this day with pandemic, business environment is so badly negatively affected by the pandemic. How we are going to deal with that? Okay, we let the technology help our business, but are they having enough skill to actually deal with such difficult situation. So I think in a short way of saying it is that we want to still be able to control the machine, the technology, okay, with the skill set that we have. Now let's look at the big data. These are very probably the next 5 minutes, yeah, because we have how long do we have, moderator, until I have to finish my presentation? I'll just need to, because I tend to talk a lot and then don't meet the expectation of finishing on time. So how long do we have?
It's about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay,
Yes.
Until the Q&A, yeah? Okay, so probably the next 5-7 minutes is about big data. I think this picture is very interesting, but it's no longer valid. But the idea here, the reason why I'm putting this picture is because it says Bruce Willis. You know, in that generation that I like Bruce Willis movies. Okay, have you seen Die Hard movies? There are Die Hard 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yes.
Yes. What is the message? I don't think all of you will like it, but if you watch 1 or 2, what is the message from that movie?
Yeah, action.
What is the message that we can take? It's about survival, isn't it? It's about surviving. What the actors of Bruce Willis does in each movie is that take all the necessary action, push his capability until the limit, do something that probably normal people think it is impossible to actually survive. So that's the reason why I like Die Hard movies. Okay, for you young generation, probably it's not going to be interesting, but the message I get from that movie is that you have to fight, you have to take action, because life is not easy. Okay, if you want to survive, you can't just stay and give up. Okay, so now going back to the digital era, big data is affecting us a lot. You will see by looking at the example, is you actually living with it. You're living within the big data era. Okay, we just don't realize it. Okay, now before we move on to the big data things, can you tell me, probably in the chat box, can you take your phone, your handphone, mobile phone, and look at the wallpaper that you use in your phone? What is the wallpaper that you use? Mine is, hang on, I don't know if I can, if you can see here, the wallpaper, can you see that? It's actually the photo of my family. Probably you can't see it, but it's something that we took when my first daughter graduates from Curtin University, and we have, for family's photo during the graduation. That's a wallpaper of my phone. Can I know what do you have on your phone? I'll look at the chat box. Nature, desert, mountain, anime. What else? Come on, I want to see. I have so many people. Do we have in this session attending participants? Sorry, rocket, family, my timetable, class schedule, night sky. My lovely person, is that your boyfriend, girlfriend? Pokemon, what? Yeah, flower, tulip, Batman, my boy, K-pop idol, mountain, clouds. Yeah, what else? Nature. Is that all? My university dream, cat. That's good. What else? Ocean. Yes, anime. Sunflower, interesting. What else? It's a default. You have to choose it. But that's good. That's good. Some default are, you know, a good feature as well. K-pop idol, understandable. What else? Is that all? Everyone already put what the wallpaper is, I guess, in here. So if you go back to the chat, so let's go back to the chat, right? Now, from, I think we have from Patricia until Yasin, okay? Can you go back to the chat? And if you are, say, travel, you are working in the travel agency, you are a travel agent, okay?
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
thinking, yes?
Yes.
So you are thinking, so can you scroll up and down the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Now, this is my question. If you are working in the travel agent, you are thinking about advertising, traveling from one state to, because international traveling is almost impossible now. So one state to a different state in your country. Okay, and you're targeting, most of you probably in your 20s, is that correct? 21 to 20, sorry, probably 19 to 23, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if,
Yes,
if you are targeting that market, 20 to 23, how are you going to advertise your your agent, your traveling agent? How are you going to advertise that by traveling with you, they will be happy, they will meet what their expectation of, you know, traveling interstate? So look at those data and see what kind of content of advertising you would have for your agency. Looking
ma'am,
at
after
what
judging the pictures, I would say
Mhm.
there are people with different choices, different thoughts. So if I were to choose one person with me,
Mhm.
then I'll learn about her or him. Like there's a one who likes anime.
Yeah.
So then I would follow that strategy. I will talk about the anime with her. I'll be frank with them. Then I will use something like anime cosplay functions, or we'll talk about an anime. And then if someone's talking about timetable, he's a serious guy.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about the disciplines and other stuffs. Also the class schedule guy also. And
Mm.
there's one who like natures. So
Yes.
similarly, I'll talk about natures, deserts, mountains, and if someone like technology, then I am
Mm.
a person of technology. I would love to talk with her or him.
Okay. So that's good. So that's data, right? So this
These are the data, ma'am.
wallpaper
Yes.
information is data.
Yes, ma'am.
And we only have like less than 20 data here. Can you
Yes.
imagine how many handphones used by people aged between 20 to 23 in
I
your
can, ma'am.
country?
I
In
can,
your
ma'am. There
country.
are so many people with so many choices.
So many choices, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's how big data works. But this is data.
Yes.
Okay, this is data. You will see. So the interesting thing with, and it's something that you need to be careful about as, you know, user. So one of you say Pokemon here, right? My
Yes.
son, my little son, is in year 7 now. He likes Pokemon a lot. So at one stage, I use my phone to look at the Pokemon card, you know, see who is actually selling Pokemon card, because it was rare at that time, and he likes Pokemon toys as well. So I use my phone to look at the Pokemon accessories, Pokemon cards, etc. And then not long after that, when I open my Facebook, right? So all people like me, we use Facebook. All of a sudden, all the advertising, the sponsored sponsored advertising on my Facebook is all about Pokemon. In a very short within minutes, they already know what I like. But actually, I don't like Pokemon. That's my son's, because my son cannot use Facebook. It's using my phone. But that's how big data work. They think I like Pokemon a lot because I'm doing searching, browsing on my laptop, trying to find Pokemon card. And all of a sudden, all my Facebook is full of Pokemon accessories, Pokemon card advertising. That's how big data work. They use it as data. That's how we gather information and give it to what we call big data. It's not like we're storing that information. We don't realize that we actually give them data. That makes sense to you? So that's what happens. So if you try, this is work all the time. So you try, say, browse the, say, financial institution. You want to transfer money. If you're living like me in Australia, I have family in Indonesia. Sometimes they transfer money to me. I transfer money to them, right? So when I look at the financial institution that provide money transfer service, all of a sudden my Facebook is full of those institutions, promotion, advertising about, how the easy way to transfer money. We are, if we are the cheaper, all the things about, transferring overseas. So that's big data. We actually participate in it, but we don't know that we actually store information to big data. Okay. So that's one thing. So all the thing, once you understand this, I think it should be faster for me to explain about big data, and I don't think we have to cover all of this, but it's just, again, because it's just massive. We call it big data because it's massive. Okay, it's beyond our capacity to actually realize that we are storing it, or it's unstructured, it's messy, we don't know how to, without knowing what kind of decision making we want to make in our business, it's actually hard to filter those data. Therefore, in the 5.0, the analysis will be done by AI, because our capacity, they don't think we have enough capacity. Even with the traditional software information management system, they said it's not enough, it's not good enough to actually deal with that, huge amount, massive, messy data. Okay, so it consists of structured and unstructured data, but 90% is unstructured, again, because it's from everywhere. Okay, different sources, the blogs, tweets, the Facebook entries, the thumbs up, and you like someone post. Okay, you like, every time you put the thumbs up, that's data for some people, for some parties. Okay, if you put the thumb down, that's data as well. Okay, how people can accumulate and analyze that? We don't have enough capacity to, to mine it, to actually filter it, to actually collect it, so that it will help us come up with how we're going to operate, okay, in different aspects. Now, how do we use big data? Again, very quickly, video and image data, all the YouTube video, what you do with, how you respond to the videos, how do you respond to the image, as we can see from your wallpaper, we can learn something from it and make decision about how we're going to advertise, for example, how we're going to approach people to actually use our product or our service. Okay, the other thing that we have is audio data. Okay, conference call is the common practice here in Australia is when we say I have to contact the service provider. So, for example, I have question with regard to the electricity, utilities, water. We have something with security issue in the neighborhood. I call someone. The first thing they will do is asking my permission to record the conversation. Every time. There is I don't think we have any service, government service here will actually skip that process. Okay, so they will tell us, please understand that this conversation will be recorded. And that's data. Okay, that's audio data. Customer calls, if you are in the customer service industry, customer calls is your data as well. You record it. What we have today, the Zoom meetings is data. Okay, not only from the Zoom provider, but from whoever who can access. Okay, it's data. Okay, for your institution who are hosting this Zoom, it's data. Okay, so that's audio, textual data. Again, you're texting someone, your email, you post something. People can see your preference by looking at your post. Okay, that's data, but we don't realize that people use it as data. Okay, you post your family picture on Facebook or yourself on Facebook, or something that I want to highlight here is that in the past, my time, my generation, if you want to be recruited, you want to work in a company, what the company did is they look at your CV, they look at your academic record, they look at your course weight average, your GPA, your IPK in Indonesia. They have interview. If they're happy, they recruit you, they hire you. This day, companies can access your social media. What you post, the picture of you, the video of you, your comment, your likes, may be accessible by the companies, okay, easily. So if you are in the interview, your appearance, you make your appearance, sorry, very formal, and you talk very polite, for example, because it's an interview. But if your social media doesn't, then you will still have a problem. Okay, they can analyze through the different sources. So therefore, be careful, it's data. It's data, your post, your picture, your comments, how you talk to people, how you respond to people, whether you always appreciate people, you always angry, you always judge people. It can be accessible by the third parties. Okay, so be careful. These days, again, Die Hard movie, in order to survive, you have to do different things. Different to my, it's hard to hide information about yourself these days, okay? Because it's there, the data is there, okay, for the company to access. Now, because I'm an accountant, I'm teaching managerial accounting. One of the use of big data is when we actually evaluate companies' performance. We're looking at their performance in terms of financial, customer, internal business operation, and the learning and growth. So for example, for learning and growth, we're looking at the human skills, human capabilities, human knowledge, human behavior, basically, their loyalty, their commitment, their attitude. Okay, we look at the organizational culture, we look at the climate, organizational climate as well. So with big data, it's easier for us to evaluate and then take necessary action based on that evaluation. A lot of source of information, as I said earlier, we can use to actually, to actually know, do we have good employees or not? Do we have skillful employees or not? Are they ethical? Are they good people? Are they reliable? Okay, so that's how we use big data in accounting as well. Of course, in the finance, we use it to look at how to be more transparent in our financial report. Okay, how we provide information to public, things like that. Financial, how we report our financial position. It's more information provided. And the thing is, in here, we're talking about voluntary disclosure as well in finance to survive for businesses. Financial aspect is one thing, but you cannot survive by just relying on financial aspect. There are non-financial accounting aspect as well that you have to know how, for example, they can, provide us with a good financial position. But if behind the scene that the fact shows us that they actually not comply with the legal matters, they won't survive. And we need to know that information. Okay, so that's how we use big data in accounting decision as well, or finance decision. So finance is not always about financial consideration, but non-financial consideration as well that we have to factor in making business decision. Okay, management accounting, same thing. We use emails, we use phone conversation, for example, to see our employees' morale. The reason here is not just evaluating them. We want to, with the evaluation, the aim here is not to judge them and say, okay, your performance is not good enough. We don't, need you anymore. We're going to find someone or, better employees. What we do here, if they don't have sufficient skill set to deal with our business problem, then we need to train them. We look at the financial position, our budget, to see if we need to have, some sort of portion. We need to budget for training our employees. Okay, and if we are dealing with a different situation, something that beyond our capacity to predict in the past, then of course we need to train them. So that's how the evaluation work in the business. It's not by it's not for judging them and then not supporting them in the future. What we want here is more on how more about how we are going to support them so that they're ready with this era. Okay, with 5.0 society ideas. The email. How you interact with your manager, are you productive enough or not? Are you satisfied as an employee? Are you satisfied as a customer? Because it's important for business. Okay, if say you have low customer satisfaction, then you have in your budget, this is for finance perspective, you have to do something, you have to invest on something that will improve your customer satisfaction. If you have a very potential good employees, but they're not having enough knowledge on how to deal with those difficulties that you have in your business due to something that's beyond your control, then you have to have budget to actually support them, give them the knowledge that they need, give them the training, the skill set that they need to actually help you survive in the business. Okay. Now, more specifically, beyond budgeting, this is about, again, making your cost estimation, looking at the cost and benefit aspect of, doing things. Big data can give you additional insight too. Okay, especially with the business environment that keep, changing. Okay, you have to take that into account or factor in all the possible changes that you have in the future when you estimate your cost, your revenue, and things like that. Okay, non-traditional accounting data is very important. Human behavior, customer attitude, client attitude, and preferences are important information for you to gather before you can make financial decision. Okay, budget decision. So these are the benefits. Okay, you can use audio, video, image, but from the accounting, managerial accounting, and financial perspective, you can use it for different purposes. For evaluation, so management control system here is the evaluation. Budgeting, as I said earlier, manufacturing process or operation, we want to see what kind of operation, what kind of instruction that can make it more productive or effective. Okay, we look at the product cycle, for example, wastage, and so forth. customer satisfaction. Financial accounting, you want to provide reporting that is transparent, okay, that is accurate. There's a lot of information you can use from big data as well. Now, in terms of one of the things that you can use if you are in management accounting, especially, this is an example of the structured big data. So if you want to use, you can use data from these sources. They're already structured. Okay, therefore you have to pay. Okay, so this information regarding economic performance, environmental performance, social performance, corporate governance performance. They have more than 280 key performance indicators from data point values and more than 750 data points. This is structured. This is not unlimited, okay, because it's already mined, already filtered, already grouped, analyzed into a different category to make it easier for us to use it for making decision. Okay, but this is already provided by some institution to make it easier for us to use the data. Okay, but the source of that information is big data. Okay, but that's the thing. All right. Before this icebreaker, so we actually probably will only have like 15 minutes more to go. Any question? I'm going to show you this video, something that
we have about 7 minutes, Dr.
7
Yuni.
minutes. Okay. All right. So the video is only like 4 minutes, so I'll do the remaining is very easy. But I want you to make you understand about 5.0. This is something that oh, I need to, can I just link? Okay. It's 16, yeah. Can you see the video?
The basic technology.
I'll go to the
Yes, ma'am.
Robots.
Yes.
The European vision of a fully automated future appearing across the world. Are hundreds of millions of workers really heading for a jobless future?
Okay, this one.
In a warehouse in southern England, the dystopian vision of a fully automated future appears to have arrived. This swarm of robots is packing groceries for British firm Ocado, one of the world's most technologically advanced online retailers. Here, collaboration is key.
These robots are being orchestrated by a sophisticated piece of machine learning. It's a bit like an air traffic control system. They collaborate with one another. So if a robot wants to pick a bin that's fourth down in a given stack of bins, it just gets 3 of its friends or colleagues to move the top 3 bins out of the way, and then it grabs the one it wants.
But the robots here aren't working together to replace humans. They're working with them. The robots take containers of products to pick stations where people put the orders together.
I think the job is a lot less taxing on us physically. The robots themselves are very efficient, so they take a lot of the grunt work out. They're little helpers.
What's more, Ocado say these robots have actually created more jobs at the company than existed before.
None of the 13,000 people that work for Ocado would have a job, myself included, if it wasn't for what we do with technology and automation. As we've found new ways to automate processes, the number of people working for Ocado has only ever increased because of the ongoing growth of the business.
A growing body of research suggests artificial intelligence and machines could create at least as many jobs as they displace. One report estimates that while 75 million jobs will be lost globally by 2022, there could be 133 million new ones.
We are on a journey to go on finding ways to add automation, but it's about teaching people to be more adaptable in terms of their jobs and their skill sets, because the future is about the collaboration between humans and these technologies.
Disruption to working lives is inevitable.
Okay, so
My name is Ariel, and I just started my first job at.
okay, I'm going back to my slide. That's enough. But that's how it's already happening. That's society 5.0. Instead of thinking that the machine will replace us and we have no more place to work, okay, we want to survive. We have to actually, if we have the skill set to collaborate with them, it actually can create more jobs for us because the growth of the business. Okay, so that's an example. You can go back to that video, but it's just showing that it's not impossible and it is a must to collaborate with them if you want to be successful. But we still control the machine. We still involve human. Human still play an important role in that manufacturing process or in the business process. Okay. Now that's one already done. This one, something that you can go back to later by looking at what we have in the current society, what we will have if we can achieve society 5.0. So from this picture, for example, delivery, as I said earlier, we can't do 24/7. The drone can do it, the machine can do it. We can lift product 24 hours a day, okay, limited product that we can handle during the day with the help of the robot, like in the video. It will help us actually grow our business. Sharing information using traditional way is impossible. Therefore, we use IoT, we rely on internet still. That will make sharing information faster and easier. Mostly in society 5.0, you will see as well, we are helping elderly as well. The different population may have higher challenge in dealing with the technology era. Elderly, small businesses, they're not ready. So as a government, if you want to make recommendation, we will see the Accountant Association, Federation, institution, they actually make recommendation to actually help the small businesses because they are the one who are not ready with the technology-based operation. Now, from the finance perspective, I'm quoting the recommendation, the actionable recommendation from the International Federation of Accountants, IFAC. Okay, so there are some recommendations, some good recommendations from the finance and accounting perspective. The first one is smart regulation. If we want to be ready for society 5.0, as a government, they have to give people, the citizen of the country, clear objective. What do you want to achieve as a country? In a smaller scale, as a business as well, you have to be able to give them clear ideas, clear goals, inform it to your employees and your stakeholders, what do you want to achieve? Evidence-based assessment of cost and benefit. This is from financial perspective. Cost benefit is only the things that we rely on before we make decision, but it have to be based on evidence. So what it means is that you have to make sure you have enough data, information, evidence before you make the decision. Okay, before you, what part of cost, what kind of benefit we will achieve if we are doing this. That involves the consideration of a lot of factors. Okay, with the existence of big data, it is not impossible to actually consider a lot of things, more than ever. Okay, more, we will have more than enough information actually if we have the capacity to analyze it, to actually come up with a better cost and benefit analysis. Collaboration, we said earlier, transparent, systematic review. This is a continuous process. We always, we work with machine, we work with robot, but we are the one who doing R&D. How we are reviewing it, and we are thinking about how we are going to develop this machine capacity, this machine learning, how we are going to improve the collaboration between the machines and the collaboration between the human and the machine. That's our decision to make. Next one is governance in the public and private sector. This is related to the next one, I think. To have a good governance, what they recommend is you use international, globally accepted standard, okay, so that you can collaborate not only within the businesses the businesses within the country or within the same industry, you open that door to collaborate with, businesses from different countries or even different industry sector. So following international accepted standard is very important if you want to work globally. As you know, globalization is something that we can't avoid now. If you want to success, you want to survive, you have to go global. But you have to follow, in order to do that, you have to follow the international standard so that they understand, so that they can communicate with you if you are following the same standard. Okay, so that makes sense. Public sector financial management, this is a challenge for many countries. Okay, but again, the idea here, you have to, in terms of the very specifically in terms of an accounting process, they said it's better to use accrual-based financial reporting instead of cash-based financial reporting. Anyone understand the difference between accrual and cash basis in the financial reporting? Accrual means, so put it in a very simple example. So you have $100 on hand, right? So that's cash, so $100 cash. Just few minutes ago, you do online shopping. You purchase a book, for example, and you actually order the book and you spend, you order the book and they said the money will be deducted, will be credited from your account once you receive the book. Okay, and the price of that book is $20. Okay, you already ordered, they already give you an invoice. So let's say to make it easier, you can pay cash, okay, or you can transfer online. It doesn't matter. But the idea here is that they already produce invoice, you already ordered the product, okay, but you haven't received it, okay. From their perspective, from your perspective, if you use cash basis, because you haven't received the product, you still have $100. If you use accrual basis, what you have in your report is not $100, but how much? If you use accrual basis, what you have in your record, how much money do you have? $80. That's the difference between accrual and cash. So they said in an accounting term, because accrual basis actually allow you to record when the transaction occurred. Okay, it gives you an idea how you are going to perform in the longer period, while cash basis gives you a figure for short term. So in terms of making decision and transparency, accrual basis is better. It's more accurate, give you more accurate information to make decision and inform your financial position to your stakeholder or shareholders. Okay, but reality is not all, even this organization, jurisdiction use all of them accrual basis, some of them still use cash basis. I'm not saying cash basis is not acceptable. For a different reason, you still can use cash basis, for example, for tax purposes, for example, for making smaller decision, smaller transaction, people tend to use cash basis reporting because it's easier. Okay, accrual is not as easy. A lot of accounting system involved before you can have the financial. Before you can produce your financial position using the accrual basis. But this day things are easy. There are software who can allow you to actually switch, okay, the system easily. So that's in terms of financial management. Corruption is a big issue here anyway. So again, if you want to provide people with best practices, this is something that we need to tackle. Again, transparency now is much easier again because of this, the big data again. A lot of information that we cannot get in the past. It's impossible for us to actually collect in the past. It's becoming more and more possible for us to collect now. Okay, so this is one thing. The other one is, again, as I said earlier, small and medium-sized entities, businesses, we have to focus on that because they are not ready. Okay, big companies, they have basically enough capital, enough.
And then Dr. Yuni.
Yeah. Okay, enough to actually invest.
Yeah.
Three more, investment in technology, of course, that one just common sense. And I can skip this one. All right, so that's all for me today. Thank you for your attention. Probably, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, Miss.
Thank you, Dr. Yuni. Dear all participants, now come to the question and answer sessions. I would like at least to have 3 questions from the participants from the first session. Now, please, you can send questions via Zoom chat box on your laptop or your phone, or ask to the speaker directly. Yeah, don't forget to turn on the camera and your microphone. Okay. I think.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Oh yes, please. Please introduce yourself.
All right, thank you. My name is Katrun. I'm from Galuh University. I would like to ask you, ma'am, about your opinion or your point of view. Do you think that this revolution is going to be permanent? Like, it is a permanent revolution, and I can from your presentation, I can see that there's so much benefit, there's so much advantages about this revolution, but is there any disadvantages from this industrial revolution? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, to answer your question, nothing is permanent in this life. As you can see, we have been through revolution 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. What we can be sure about is things will not remain same. Okay, things are changing. That revolution is the result of us human being responding to the changes. Right now, 4.0 is already happening in most part of the world. Not all part, most part. Like big companies, they are now relying on automatic process. That's facts, right? They use less and less labor skills. They use machine, they use robot. They replace the traditional human skills with robot. That's 4.0. Now 5.0 is the actual impact of 4.0.
Yeah.
They want to participate, they want to increase the role of human in our business processes. Okay, it's not a question whether it will happen or not. It's actually, it start happening already. Okay, it's you can see from the video. There's only one video that for me is interesting, but there's a lot of video showing the evidence of collaboration between human and machine, and most of them are successful in their business. Now, can you imagine those type of businesses, companies competing with traditional small medium enterprises operation? Which one would win? Which one would win? The big companies, the one that is automated, right? So it is happening, but will it be permanent? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but not until we see some changes again, I think we need to make an assumption that we need to be ready for that. And once we are ready, that doesn't mean that's it. It's enough. We can stop now. Probably there will be 6.0 industrial revolution, 7.0 era in your time. We don't know, but what you need to know is that we human beings, we can always improve our skill sets to be ready. But we can't just stay with what we have now and do nothing, because world environment, business environment are changing from time to time, and it's hard for us to keep up if we are not upskilling. Okay. Is that answering your question?
There's from sorry, Cici Cahyati. Yes, Cici Cahyati, are you there?
About big data? Yeah, if you talk about the structured big data, there are some institutions who actually mine, filter, and analyze, process the data for you and group you into categories. That's it. And your job is then to analyze the data to meet your the different purposes, okay, to help you make different decisions. But the unstructured one is that you can say mobile phone provider, they will have information about how people use the phone, how people like we say the wallpaper, right? They will have that information. But the question is become with all the big data is whether it is ethical or unethical, whether it is legal or illegal to use that data without copyright, without the information, without our consent. Okay. Have you heard the fact that some parties are irresponsibly use our personal data for their business purposes? That's illegal. Okay. So the data is there, but the question is how you are going to get it, legally within the how you get the copyright to get that data. But different parties would have that data. Or if you have the data, do you have the right to release it? Do you have the permission from your customer to release? So for example, you are working in a travel agency, as I said earlier, they call you, you record the conversation. Do you have the right to actually release that conversation to the third party? Do you have the right? Is your right is only limited to how you're going to use that conversation to improve your service for your internal purposes? That's the question around how we use big data. But the question is if there is some institution who actually try to filter it for you, group it for you, yes, there are, but it's not a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The last one maybe Dwi Ayu Hidayati.
Yes, I am. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hidayati. I'm from University of Wali Songo Semarang in Indonesia. So my question is about civil servant, or you call it PNS, will be replaced by a robot. I heard from some news in Indonesia. So my question is, how does it work, and how do they work?
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I'll just give you an example. In accounting world, how many of you are doing accounting study?
Yes, I'm from Syariah Bank.
Okay, so in your accounting, introduction to accounting, you are preparing financial report, yes?
Yeah.
You collect information about your revenue, your total assets, and all the financial element to come up with the financial report. And
Yes.
the balance sheet, right?
Yes.
Your skill is just to do that. Do you know? I think most of you know that the software can do that for you. What kind of software can do the financial reporting? Anyone?
Mayob Zahir.
Mayob? I think Mayob.
Mayob can, there are a lot of financial software who can do the credit and debit recording and then come up with the financial report. You agree or disagree? So what it means is that skill set, it's something that is easily replaceable by the machine. So what you need to do, it's unavoidable. Big companies, if they can use the software and replace your skill by, using software is cheaper, faster, okay, than using human skills.
Ah.
Therefore, you can live in that or make assumption once you graduate. I can I want to work in a big company and say, what is your skill? I can produce financial report.
Ah.
They will say, we don't need to, people, we don't need employees to help us produce financial report. We have a good software. We pay every year, and that's cheaper than hiring human being. What you can do is you say, I can do, I can analyze financial report by looking at it from ethics aspect, by looking at it from how stakeholder would respond for it. I can look at the cost and benefit analysis by incorporating all the relevant data, financial and non-financial, so that we can estimate better. So we can come up with a better budget in the future. That's better than saying, I can produce financial reporting. You know what I mean? So what it means is that we have to understand what is what can be replaced and what cannot be replaced by the machine. And our venue to survive is to upskill, to make sure we know something that the machine can do. We can, that's how it works in the future. Okay, that's why you have at university you have training on technology. Some audience here like technology, that's good. If you like social media, that's good, but use it in a positive way. Okay, if you have different skill, you have technologies related skills. That's number one now for accountant profession. Technology related skills. So accounting, that's good. I'm not saying that knowing credit debit, profit loss is not important. It's a basic thing for accountant, but how you interact with the technology to actually help people make decisions, that's more important now. Okay, let's answer your question. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Mrs.
Thank you, Dr. Yuni Yuningsih. Thank you, all participants. Wow. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, maybe we finally come to the end of the academician talk from Dr. Yuni. Yeah. Before I end this session, I would like to take some conclusions from what Dr. Yuni has presented before. Yeah.
Hang on. Can I stop sharing? I just stop sharing, yeah? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes, please, please.
Okay.
What very basic is we should know the difference. Yeah. The fourth industrial revolution focused on the use of technology, while the fifth industrial revolution shifting from the technology of the human interaction with technology. So all we have to improve our skill. I think because it's not totally about technology, but also about we are as a human being. Yeah. So I mean, it's not about just sharing ideas from Dr. Yuni Yuningsih. What we get just now from Dr. Yuni is a very excellent and applicable ideas, I think. Yeah. And I also think that several minutes this morning wouldn't be enough to us to learn from you, Dr. Yuni Yuningsih. Maybe we can meet on another occasion, and please stay safe and please stay healthy, Dr. Yuni. Once again, thank you very much for participating this academician talks by Faculty of Economics, Universitas Islam Sultan Agung Indonesia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ask for permission to leave. Can I leave now?
Yes,
so
please.
that you can continue with your program. Okay,
yes,
thank you
yes.
so much for having me. Have a good day, and probably we'll see you again in some different occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Maybe give a photo, Miss Yuni.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Pungki, for moderating the academician talks with Dr. Yuni Yuningsih. And right now, before we have the practitioner talks with Mr. Wang Wardana, we would like to play a game with you, the participants in this session. But before that, let us see the participants first.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe we will choose one of you. Anyway, to choose one of you, just now Dr. Uni Yuningsih talk about artificial intelligence, right? Talk about the digital accounting, and then she also wanted you to share what is the wallpaper of your phone.
Yeah.
And now we also want to know if there are 3 applications in your phone that this is a must-have applications in your phone. The 3 must-have applications in your phone. What would it be? You can type it on your the chat box. What would it be? If you can only have 3 applications on your phone, what would it be? Only 3 applications on your phone. It's WhatsApp, Instagram, and YouTube. From Cici Cahyati. Yeah, WhatsApp, Instagram, and YouTube. What about you? If you only can have 3 applications on your phone, what would it be?
For me, it will be WhatsApp, and then Instagram.
Instagram.
No, TikTok. Gojek. Oh no, M-banking.
M-banking. Yeah, M-banking, because Nur Hayati answered. No, Rifka Nandi answered Gojek, M-banking, and WhatsApp. Yeah, M-banking is very important.
Gojek too.
Gojek, yeah. M-banking is very important. If we forgot to bring our wallet, and then M-banking is the solution.
Yes.
And then let's see your answer. We missed the answer. TikTok, Instagram, yeah, TikTok is very interesting, but it spends a lot of quota.
Yes.
And then the buddies also answered Instagram, VN. What is VN?
VN is like editing application.
Oh, editing applications. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. YouTube, dictionary, and Instagram. Patricia, YouTube, dictionary, and Instagram. Do you have dictionary on your phone?
Exactly.
And then Sada answered, where is Sada tadi? Sada,
Telegram,
Telegram, Instagram, and Gmail. Oh yeah, we forgot Gmail. Gmail is also important.
Have to be on our phones.
Yeah. WhatsApp, YouTube, Twitter. Yeah, I also still use Twitter. It's Maula Diva. WhatsApp, Twitter, and Mandiri. What is Mandiri? Mandiri. It should be a sponsored event.
Don't mention it.
Gojek, M-banking, and WA. Facebook, Telegram, and WA. Yeah, WhatsApp is the most application that you guys mentioned. WhatsApp, YouTube, and M-banking. Duolingo, Duolingo is interesting. TED Talks is also interesting. I often watch it on YouTube, but I don't know if there is an application called TED Talks. Banking apps in iMSG and YouTube. Oh, iMessage and YouTube. Oh, the operator just said Netflix.
For me too,
Netflix. Okay, WhatsApp, Instagram, and M-banking. Yeah, there are so many. Google Assistants. Yeah, I rarely use Google Assistants because Google Assistants is just often misunderstanding with what I say. I did not really can use that. WhatsApp, Instagram, and Safari. Yeah, Safari. Okay, thank you for answering.
Yes.
And
maybe Cindy, before we start the game today, we forget to do our yell.
Oh, yes.
You still remember our yell, guys?
Yeah. We will practice our yell today and also play the game in the same time. And thank you for answering.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, as we can see that the material this morning reminds us that technology in this era is very important in our life. And somehow we also feel like a human technology can replace human, but actually we can catch up with the technology if we utilize the technology properly.
We can collaborating with technology to make it easy, to make it
to make everything easier. Okay, we will like to choose the participants to play the game. We will choose 2 participants. The first participant is maybe Putri Nurali. Putri Nurali, can you please unmute your microphone, Putri Nurali? Hi, Putri.
Good morning. Morning.
Okay, and the other one is those who do not turn on their camera on. Maybe in the last slides. In the last slides, we will have maybe the next participant is Rebas. Rebas, are you there? Rebas? Rebas? We would like to call Rebas. Okay. Or maybe Alif Helmi. Alif Helmi.
Are you there?
Alif Helmi. Or maybe we can call the buddies. Yeah, we can call the buddies to play with us. Arin Miftahur. Okay, Arin Miftahur. Hi, Arin Miftahur.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, could you please turn on your camera, Arin?
Yes, wait a minute.
Okay, Arin and Putri. Okay, could you please make it side by side, Mr. Operator, Arin and Putri? Arin and Putri, have you greet each other? Like, have you known each other or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Okay, where are you from, Putri?
I'm from Malaysia.
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 Okay, is it UITM or IAUM?
UITM doing Terengganu.
Oh, UITM. Okay, so Arin and Putri, before we play the game, we want you to sing the yell yell. Do you still remember the yell yell? Yes, if not, we will remind you the yell yell again. I believe that Ririn, as the buddies, can memorize the yell yell, right? You remember the yell yell, right? Okay, we will sing the yell yell for you, and you can follow us after that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. ELC, clap along if you feel like an entrepreneur. ELC, if you want. Oh yeah, sorry.
You want to
Be a leader. ELC, clap along if you are a community server. ELC 2022. Happy you, happy me,
happy
together. Okay, now your turn. It's your turn, Arin and Putri. Please sing the yell yell. Arin and Putri. 1, 2, 3.
ELC clap along if you want to be entrepreneur. ELC clap along if you want to be a leader.
Good.
ELC clap along if you want to.
If you. Okay, we will show you the lyrics. Okay, and you can repeat with the lyrics. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Not yet. Okay, wait for the lyrics. We will show you the lyrics for you. Wait for the lyrics. We will show the lyrics for you. Wait for it. Okay, here is the lyrics. So please repeat the yell yell. 1, 2, 3. ELC.
Clap along if you feel like entrepreneur. ELC clap along if you want to be a leader. ELC, clap along if you are community servant. ELC,
2022, happy you, happy me,
happy me, happy together.
Yay! Thank you, Putri and Riri. Arin. Okay, sorry. Okay, now let's play the game, Putri and Arin. So we will play the game Who Am I? Who am I? One of you, we will chat the clue for one of you. And the game is that you have to guess what is the object that we have mentioned. That we have given the clue for you. You have guessed the object. We will give you the example. Okay, so for example, I give the clue for Aziza. It is an animal. I am big, have 4 legs, and then long nose, and also big ears. Who am I?
What is that? What is that? It must be an elephant.
Yeah, correct. Easy, right? So we'll give the answer for one of you, and then you have to, and then the rest have to guess what is it. But please give the clue. Okay.
Okay, we'll chat you on the chat box.
For the buddies.
Okay.
For Arin.
This one?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, Arin, have you received the chat?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so please give clues to Putri. To Putri, so that Putri can guess what is the answer.
Okay, can I start?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, Putri, the first clue is this is a profession in the school.
What is the answer, Putri?
Got you?
Can you repeat this?
This is a profession in the school.
Teacher?
School.
School.
Yeah.
Another clue, please.
Sorry?
Give other clue. Could you please give other clues?
Okay, the other clues. The first clue, the profession in the school, and the second one, he or she give knowledge.
Teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct, teacher. Teacher, so we will give the clue for Putri, and then Arin have to guess the object or the answer. Putri, we will Putri Nureli. Okay. Putri Nureli. This one. What is it? Do you have any ideas? Okay. Okay, Putri, have you received the chart?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can start. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so this we usually use it when we eat soup or eat soup.
Pardon? Can you repeat again?
We always use this item when we eat soup.
Is this food?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Oh, spoon. Oh, you already answered spoon? Spoon?
Food.
Oh, food.
Yeah. Let's
Food. No, the answer is actually spoon. I thought that you mentioned spoon. Okay. just start over again. Maybe we can play with other participants. Thank you
so much,
Putri and Ari.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy today's agenda.
Okay, we'll play with other.
Any one of you want to be our friends here?
Nurhayati. Nurhayati, are you there? Nurhayati. Hi, Nurhayati. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you today, Nurhayati?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Have you got your breakfast today?
Yes.
Nurhayati?
Yeah.
Have you got your breakfast today?
I'm done.
Yeah, okay. So it's different with the previous games. If the previous games there are 2 participants, but this one we will give you the clues and you have to guess what is it. You have to guess what is the object that we talk about. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so maybe you can give the clues.
Okay, Nurhayati, I will give you the clue. The first clue. No, only one clue. Okay, the clue is I follow you all the time and copy your every move, but you cannot touch me or catch me.
Wow.
Who am I?
Who am I? Follow you all the time.
Yes.
Copy every move, but you can't touch me or catch me. Who am I? Can you guess that?
Waiter.
Yeah.
The other participant already answered it on the chat box.
Yeah, correct. The answer is shadow.
Shadow.
Good. Okay, maybe next question until you can answer, okay? But the other participants also can answer it on the chat box. It's okay. So it's the faster, the better.
Okay.
Okay, next. I'm hot and I live on the sky and I'm bright. Don't look me directly because I will disappear at night. Who am I? Hot, live on the sky, but don't look me directly.
Oh my God. Our participant very smart at guessing something.
Okay,
A lot of people answering at the chat box.
Okay, San.
Right.
Okay, right. Next.
Maybe we can give them
okay, this one. You, please.
Okay. The clue is I wear a special suit. I fly in a rocket. I sometimes do a spacewalk. Who am I?
I wear a special food, fly in a rocket, sometimes do a spacewalk. I only know moonwalk from Michael Jackson.
What is spacewalk?
Spacewalk. What is that? Astronaut. Yeah, good.
Job.
Astronaut. Yeah.
It's very easy to do.
You guys are correct. Okay, Nurhayati, please answer it faster than your friend so that you can win the game. Okay, the last question. Okay, the last question will be the last question for Nurhayati. Okay, this one. I live in the ocean. I can live for a long time. I am a very large mammal. What is that? Who am I? I live in the ocean. I can live for a long time, and I'm a very large mammal. Who am I? Can you guess that, Nurhayati?
Well, exactly. Good job.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you are correct. Thank you, Nurhayati.
Thank you
And that's
so
also
much.
answer the correct one. Okay.
So thank you so much for all the participants. And after this, we will have a practitioner talks that will be featured by Mr. Wang Wardana, MBA. He is the head of retail liabilities, wealth management, digital banking, and priority segmentation in Bank Muamalat Indonesia. And in this session that will be moderated by Miss Pungki again, and
Yeah, before we start, we would like to remind you to please kindly turn on your camera during the session and also mute your microphone. But when the question and answer session, you can unmute your microphone to raise your question.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for the practitioner talks? Maybe is there any one of you who knows Bank Muamalat or Muamalat Bank? Do you know Muamalat Bank? Bank Muamalat, or maybe is there any one of you who have the goal to work at Muamalat Bank someday? Maybe. Yes.
Yes,
There are so many
good.
yeses. Ever heard about it but never use it? Oh yeah. So Mr. Wang Wardana will explain it more to you, but not only about Muamalat Bank, but also about the the management of the bank maybe, and also how to lead this big bank and so on.
Still many others.
Yeah.
Okay, so without any further ado, so Miss Punki, time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Welcome. Thank you very much once again, Miss Cindy and Miss Aziza. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Dear all participants, here we are again. Yeah. Our practitioner talks is about to begin. Okay, please once again, have a nice seat, and thank you very much for preparing yourself to join our ELC, especially this morning or this evening. Yeah, this morning we will continue the session is about practitioner talks. Okay. Everything's good. Yes. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, dear all participants. I am Punki Lela Saputri, SSTME. I am the moderator of today's practitioner talks. Yes, I'm very pleased to see you here and welcome all to you to our practitioner talks. And today's practitioner talks is about framing the future of business and society era 5.0 in finance and accounting strategy. Yeah. Dear all participants, our speaker today is Mr. Wang Wardana MBA. He is a practitioner, expert in finance and accounting. Okay. Without further ado, let's start a look. Oh, I think that's too small, and I will open it from my laptop. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look from at curriculum vitae of Mr. Wang Wardana MBA. He is now a head of retail liabilities, wealth management, digital banking, and priority segmentation in Bank Muamalat Indonesia. And he is graduated from MBA. What to say is La Trobe University. Please correct me. Melbourne, Australia. And he has over 20 years experience in banking industry. And he has professional experience in managing direct sales and micro-marketing at ABN AMRO Bank, and treasury sales at Standard Chartered Bank, and wealth management at DPS Bank. And Masya Allah, liabilities, wealth management, operational risk, and treasury ALCO at Permata Bank, and wealth management, business and priority segmentation at Bank Muamalat Indonesia, and retail liabilities, wealth management, and digital banking at Bank Muamalat Indonesia. Okay. Wow, Masya Allah. Before the presentation begins, just like I mentioned before, let me inform how the presentation will be going on. First, Mr. Wang Wardana will be invited to present the material, and after that, there will be a question and answer session, and followed by and followed by my conclusion by me. Yeah. Now, allow me to welcome the speaker, Mr. Wang Wardana, MBA, to deliver his presentation. Ms. Wang Wardana. Assalamualaikum, Mr. Wang Wardana.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim.
So,
okay, alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Waalaikumsalam, Mr. Wang.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
So,
thank you very much. We can start now.
Okay, can I start the presentation now?
Yes, please, Mr. Wang.
Yes, okay. Allow me to share my presentation, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you see my presentation material on the screen?
Alhamdulillah,
Okay.
it's clear,
Okay.
Mr. Wang.
Okay. Okay, let me start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i mursalin Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i mursalin sayyidina wa bihina wa sifina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain, amma ba'd. Good morning, everybody. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the invitation to join and share in the third ELC 2022, Virtual Entrepreneurship, Leadership, and Community Services, which conducted by Faculty of Economic, University of Islam Sultan Agung, Indonesia. My presentation topic today is framing the future of business in society era 5.0. From the practitioner point of view, of course. Currently, I'm working at the banking industry, in Bank Muamalat Indonesia, and I've been working for more than 20 years in the industry. And as mentioned by moderator just now, that currently I'm managing retail liabilities, wealth management, and digital banking division. So in my presentation today, I will share to you regarding the future of business in society era 5.0 in the financial industry. So probably I would like to share my presentation as mentioned by moderator into three sessions. First is I will present on my material, and then I would like to have this group challenge, group challenge. So I will need help from a moderator for allowing the audience later, to give their view from my question, using the Zoom chat, or allowing them to explain verbally by unmute the Zoom to the selected audiences. And third session is about, of course, Q&A. If we have enough time, so we will have a Q&A based on my presentation material. Okay. Let's start from my presentation. So what does the definition of a society 5.0? Today's society is known as the information society, or society 4.0. The big data surrounds us, coming from sensors embedded in all kinds of objects, such as machines in the industry, street, vehicles, building, household equipment, personal devices, and etc. Providing us with a wealth of useful information. Smart devices and digital platform enable us to act on the real-time data insight, and then smart information. Smart wearable devices offer easy at-home health checks, and then a social platform help us network with individuals with similar interests, and financial services companies support commercial activities all around the world. In 2016, the Japanese government enacted the fifth Science and Technology Basic Plan, which defined the society's development toward toward the super smart society, which now we call it as Society 5.0. Well, the information society has set a strong base for the new concept. Innovative and advanced technologies such as the Internet of Things or IoT, and then robotics, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, 5G, and more are being leveraged to achieve the transition to the new paradigm, providing synergy between economic development and social forensics. These evolving technologies are expected to have a major impact on people's lives, by bridging the gap between human and machine, leading the convergence of physical space and cyberspace. These technologies are poised to free people from tedious tasks, support the enhancement of the human activities, or create more comfortable from tedious human activities, or create more comfortable living condition. Those new value will emerge, questioning society entered on individual well-being. Society 5.0 will be the fifth step in the evolution of human civilization. After being a hunter, hunting society, men settled down in the agricultural society. In the industry society, mass production provided products for everybody. Currently, we are in the information society, where information is the critical element helping us to stay connected. However, Society 5.0, driven by AI, will go far beyond digitalization in addressing the emerging societal challenges and support the ensuring a human-centered society. If you can see from my slide that the hunting societies begin when the birth of human beings, and this happened far away, up until period 13,000 BC, up until 13,000 BC. And after that, we are entering to the Agrarian Society. This happened during this 3000 BC and up until end of 18th century. So this development of irrigation techniques and then firm establishment and settlement. And then after that, we are entering to the industrial society, the invention of steam locomotive and start of mass production. And this happened between end of 18th centuries up until end of 20th century. And now we are entering already in the period of information society, where invention of a computer, start of distribution of information. And in the future, we expect that probably from 21st century, we will enter to the Society 5.0, where the super smart society will happen. Okay, so the recruitment of Society 5.0 among us, there are some about 5 pillars which support each other. There are coexist. Those are first is digital mobility, and second is digital sustainability. Third is digital healthcare, and fourth, digital finance, and the last one is digital government. This society 5.0 will happen if we can see those 5 pillars happen during a same period of time. The digital mobility, is a innovation in digital mobility occurs in private as much as public transportation. Automakers are developing a wide range of vehicles with available digital solution to improve the internal driving experience, such as customized media content and remote services. We see a development in the external driving experience as well, such as vehicle-to-vehicle communication and advanced navigation services. New ICT-based business model benefiting customer will rise, such as usage-based insurance, new finance and leasing, ride share, connected cars, bringing in vehicle e-commerce, telematics, and also more. And then the digital sustainability. The sustainability is the ability to access constantly, and the exploitation of resources, direction of investment, orientation of technologies development, and institutional changes are all in harmony and enhance both current and future potential to meet human needs and aspiration. By introducing advanced technologies, we can further compare our environmental challenges and discover a solution on how to combat them to create a more sustainable world. With ongoing issues such as climate change, accumulating waste, and every energy consumption and rising population, technologies such as AI and big data analytics are crucial to analyze data and create a smart solution that will resolve these circumstances. Next is the digital healthcare. The technologies such as telemedicine, AI-enabled medical devices, and blockchain electronic health record are some examples of digital healthcare that will completely reshape on how we access healthcare, how decisions are made about our health outcomes and treatment plans, and how our data is shared among the providers. With telemedicine, a patient doesn't have to visit the doctor or office, or clinic when they are sick. Virtual visit with doctors can be more comfortable and convenient because they fit into one's busy schedule. Innovation is the key here, with the main goal of streamlining physician works, reducing human error, optimizing system, improving patient outcome, and also lowering the cost. And then digital finance. The digital finance includes a variety of products, application, processes, and business model, largely relying on AI, big data, cloud, and biometrics that have transformed the way traditional banking and financial services are delivered. Financial service providers can leverage AI to customize a new value-add services for the existing customer, working with fintech startup to enable innovative use cases to improve customer experience and increase operational efficiency. Customers can access their financial account information through the AI-powered voice-based services. They can also use the AI-powered chatbot to resolve issues more quickly. Like in any other field, digital transformation can reduce paperwork and documentation involved in processes such as customer acceptance, customer identification procedures, and then transaction monitoring, and also risk management. Banks and insurance, bank and insurance companies, will be able to deliver services, more effectively and securely, as building and rebuilding the trust in essential to success in this industry. In the digital government, the European Union governments are currently leading the digital government market, with Denmark serving as a role model. The concept of digital government focus on the use of digital technology as gateway to fundamentally transform the way the public sector operates and delivers service to the citizen. It also offers strategies for government leaders to accelerate the rate of their progress. Digital government is a critical element of driving the digital economy. To achieve a successful transition, governments must work in a synergy with a private business to provide 5G networks and data centers, to promote digital understanding among the citizen and enable secure access to service and data through digital identification systems such as a biometric. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So let's focus on the digital finance pillar, as I mentioned in my previous slide. So in the digital pillar, society 5.0 happen when the technology improvement are added into the traditional bank and financial services, mostly like a big data, AI, cloud, and biometric. So this will create a digital finance, give huge changes on the products, application, processes, and also business model. So if you can see here the example of those changes in the digital finance, which is I believe this will give you more information about future 5.0 society, when currently we are still living in 5.0 society. So those are the first, as you can see here, that the capital market, the need for capital is more here in the future. So the securities crowdfunding or SEF will help in developing a business for startup or small companies using peer-to-peer financing, or they also able to do IPO IPO or issued the bonds or sukuk or also share. In Indonesia, this already happened. Probably you can see some example. There are some small, there are some startup, SCF, which currently have the UMKM, the small business, to get the new capital, from the investor, so this SCF will help them to issue the sukuk or bonds or share, which can be bought by the investor. Next is the user experience. The financial institutions such as banks are more and more concerned in improving their UI and UX, yeah, especially from the mobile banking, internet banking, or other digital platform in the banking industries or the financial industries, yeah, to improve the customer experience, yeah. For example, in my bank, yeah, in Bank Muamalat, yeah, we already revamp our mobile banking, yeah, with the new looks, yeah, new UI and UX. So this will give a better experience for the customer, so the customer can be more convenient, yeah, using the platform. And of course, this will also supported by the better securities, yeah, compared to the previous version. Next is about the seamless digital transaction, yeah, the seamless digital transaction. This less cash usage, yeah, more to e-money and digital currency. The pandemic of the corona, yeah, COVID-19, yeah, this also push us to use digital money, yeah, or electronic money instead of a cash, yeah. So actually the digital bank now must be ready, yeah, as soon as possible, yeah, because of the current situation, yeah. Probably in the last decades, yeah, some banks probably they already have a plan to enter to the digital world, yeah, digital banking, yeah. However, by pandemic which is happened during this last 2 years has pushed us to focus more the digital transformation and to make it happen as fast as possible comparing to the previous plan, yeah. This, of course, to support the seamless digital transaction. Next is the new value added powered by AI. This the example of the investment advisory, yeah. Maybe if we are talking about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when the customer need investment advisory, they need to come to the branches, yeah, they need to come to branches, or they can also come to the customer gathering to get some advisory from the expert, yeah. But but in the future, by having this the new value add from the AI, actually the customer can get the investment or investment advisory from the robot, yeah, instead of the human, yeah. And then the operational efficiency, of course, less or no more human touch in the future, yeah. Increase speed, increase security, and also security, yeah, accuracy, yeah. Because of course if we still using the manual process and also using the human, yeah, usually we often facing the problem on the human error and also the length of the process, yeah. But by having this technology in the future, operational efficiency can be happen, and of course this in the future will be less or no more human touch. So yeah, the bank or the industry will give more speed in the process, yeah, and of course security and also security. Next is the collaboration between the bank and fintechs and also open API. This business model, this is about the business model, yeah, where the more collaboration, yeah, between banks and fintech, yeah. So for example, now which currently is already happened is when the mobile banking, yeah, is they already able to do a top up for e-money, yeah, from the fintech e-money, yeah, and also they do a collaboration on the host to host between bank and fintech. That is some example that currently is already happened, yeah. Next is the robo customer services. Yeah, the faster response, yeah, we expect, yeah, and then more standardized services, and of course the simpler solution for the customer when they need support from the customer services. Yeah, because if we still using the human, the customer service usually just open between the office hour, yeah, between the office hour. But by having this robo customer services, so these services can be open 24 hour a day and 7 days in a week. Yeah. Then the transaction monitoring, yeah, for the banks needs and also the regulators. This is very important, yeah, because transaction monitoring able to monitor on the cash flow, yeah, on the report. So the banks and also regulator able to identify any kind of potential fraud, yeah, any potential money laundering, yeah. So by having this transaction monitoring, which link directly to the management in the bank and also to the regulators, so this can be managed better. Next is about the risk management. Yeah, to manage the bank, for example, is how we can manage the bank liquidity, because it's very important, because the bank not just collecting the funding, but also distributing the financing or lending. So by having this risk management using the technology, so the bank able to manage their liquidity, yeah, easier, and also the non-performing loan, yeah, they can also manage this better. And the last one is about the fraud and cyber crime. Yeah, so to fight the potential fraud and cyber crimes, yeah, by having this technology, of course, in the future, we expect that the crimes, yeah, also become smart and smarter. Yeah, and of course, we need to prevent this any potential fraud and cyber crimes, yeah, by increasing the security, yeah, of all technology that currently and or in the future that we would like to develop in the fintechs or banking industry. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So this is about the dark side of the digital disruption in rising frauds. Yeah. So we expect the biometric technology is able to fight it. Yeah. For example, in Indonesia, yeah, or for example in Bank Muamalat, yeah, Bank Muamalat, yeah. Actually, our customer now is almost 100% using a smartphone, yeah. Or even though there are some people are still using the 2G technology, yeah, for the mobile phone, yeah. But the majority of the customer, the majority of people now is already using the smartphone, yeah. So smartphone is become a must buy or a must have product today, yeah, into 2021 and of course in 2022, yeah. We expect more than 7 billion smartphone user around the world, yeah. The smartphone is increasing usage is in various financial activities. Yeah. In Bank Muamalat, we have this mobile banking. Yeah, because digital banking can be accessed using the internet banking or mobile banking. Based on the data that I have here, this data is representing the world. Yeah. Not specific for the Bank Muamalat, yeah. The balance increase 56% is using the internet banking, and 29% is using the mobile banking. But if we comparing with the what happened in Bank Muamalat, the usage of mobile banking comparing with the internet banking is already more than 90%. Yeah, meaning more and more people, more and more customer, they prefer to using the mobile banking instead of internet banking. So majority of them using the mobile banking because of the efficiency, yeah, effectiveness, yeah, and also easy to use. Yeah, it's also mobile. Yeah, comparing if they use the desktop or laptop. Yes, but in the future we are planning in Bank Muamalat to revamp our internet banking. So our internet banking able to be used using any kind of devices, desktop, laptop, yeah, tablet, yeah, or even the mobile bank, or using the mobile handphone. Yeah, so the screen will be fit with any kind of devices that the customer use. Yeah, so yes, in the future we believe that more and more people will using this technology, especially on the mobile banking. Yeah, because uh, uh, customer, they don't need to come to the branches, yeah, to do a banking. Yeah, they can do a transaction, they can do a payment, they can do a checking balance inquiries just by using their mobile phone. Then if you can see here that the banking application will use biometric technology, yeah, to fight the potential frauds. Yes, currently I think it's more than 90% probably. Yeah, because currently we are in Bank Muamalat is also already using this biometric technology for our mobile banking. So the customer, they can use their fingerprints. Yeah, they can use their face recognition. Yeah, to do a transaction. Yeah, actually current with the current technology, customer is already able to access or to do to improve the security using the biometric, like fingerprints. Yeah, voice recognition. Yeah, and then face recognition and retina. Yeah, and etc. So many biometric technology can be used. Yeah, to improve the security of the transaction. Yeah, and as based on the data, the global biometric market revenue will reach about 54.97 billion, yeah, in the 2025. This is driven by mobile banking and also the payment. But again, we need to be careful, yeah, because we expect that the better technology that we adopt in the future, that there is again a potential fraud and potential hacker, yeah, can be also they also the technology also improve. Yeah, so that's why we need to try to how to minimize, yeah, to minimize any potential frauds that possibly happen in the future. Yeah, so I think this already adopted by all the banks in the banking industry and also fintechs, and how to minimize the risk. Yeah, how to minimize the risk. Okay, let's move on to the next session. So actually I need help from the moderator, yeah, Miss Bunki, because I would like to have more interactive discussion with all the audience. Yeah, I have some simple question, yeah, regarding about the society 5.0, and I hope all the audience able to give their thought, yeah, regarding this question. Yeah, they can just type in the chat, yeah, Zoom, or probably you can raise hand and then answer verbally. So I hope the moderator able to unmute, yeah, the participation to share their opinion about this question. The first challenge is about the in society 5.0 from the customer perspective. Yeah, is bank fintech's boundaries will be blurry as ever. Yeah. So do you think we still need banks? Yeah. Or even do you think banks still exist in this society 5.0? So you can give your opinion. There is no right or wrong answer because Society 5.0 it doesn't exist right now, but in the future, yes, yeah. So what will be, what do you think, yeah, the roles of the banks in the Society 5.0 in the future?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wang. I think everything is clear now. And okay, participants, yeah, please be active, everyone. Please be active. So, just like you can see from the monitor, from your monitor, in Society 5.0, from the customer perspective, I mean from you guys, bank fintech boundaries will be blurry as ever. Okay, do you think we still need banks? Wow, what a great question, Mr. Wang. Or even do you think banks still exist? Okay, please, anybody knows the answer? Please raise hand. Or, okay, from the chat box, let me check. Okay, from Cici Cahyati, Mr. Wang. Of course, sir. We need banks because we need a service especially for those people who we call lansia. Oh, Masya Allah. Cici Cahyati.
Okay.
What a great answer.
Okay.
Okay. And then anyone else wants to try?
There's somebody who raised their hand.
Yes. For the same. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. Yasin Biplop. Yeah. Please, Yasin Biplop. What's your opinion about this one?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Muhammad Yasin Biplop. I'm from Daffodil International University, Bangladesh. I think we still need banks, actually. Maybe the currency change, but bank is important. Because we are in the, maybe you are not in there, but it will be the society of evolution, Society 5.0, the fifth industrial revolution. The currency process might change. We might have a different currency, or we might have the total currency, like one unique currency for all the countries. So we need some place to store that currency. It might be a virtual bank or maybe a anything, practical bank, anything. But I do think we still need banks, like bitcoins. It's really increasing, and Bitcoin is not a physical currency; it's a virtual currency, and this is an important currency. Like it is very expensive. So I do think that we still need banks, and it will be in the future.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. It's very good.
That's very
good. Yeah. Any
Okay.
others?
Any others? Anyone to try? Please come up.
Yeah, because
Raise your
this
hand.
question actually, I often hear about this question. Yeah, especially when I have discussion and or podcast. Yeah, there are some questions regarding the existence of the banks in the future, and also comparing between the bank and the fintechs in the future. There's often people asking about this question. Yeah, so that's why I try to get some information or some share from you regarding this kind of question. Anything else?
Okay, anyone else? Mr. Wang, from Cici Cahyati and Muhammad Yasin Biplop, I think there's two quite different answers. What do you think about their opinions, Mr. Wang?
Yeah, actually there is no right or wrong answer. Yeah. Oh, there is another one. Yeah, in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
Mbak Mugi.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Miss Ayuninda. Yes, Miss Ayuninda. I think we still need bank because the Society 5.0 itself focus on integrated technology lead by people to support their life, to support their life. And I agree with Biplop idea. Oh, okay. That in the future, we might need bank that more secure because of more security risk. Okay, that's the answer from Miss Ayuninda.
Okay, another one is very good. Yeah, actually, okay, this is my opinion. Yeah, yes, I'm agree. Yeah, I'm agree that probably the bank still need it in the future. Yeah. However, probably there will be a lot of changes. Yeah. Yeah. Because for example, like in Indonesia, previously we have electronic bank. We call it layanan perbankan elektronik. It's an electronic bank. And then our regulator adding another services. We call it layanan perbankan digital. So digital banking. Yeah. And then and last year, yeah, in 2021, the regulator they announced another model of the bank. We call it the digital bank, pure digital bank. Yeah, pure digital bank. So the bank, they don't need the branches anymore. Yeah, probably less people who work in the bank. Yeah, so mostly using the technology. Yeah, if we would like to do a transaction or to do a banking. Yeah, of course, probably if you are talking between bank and the fintech, yeah, fintech are still need a bank to support their transaction, of course. Yeah, fintech is a technology arm, yeah, for the bank. Yeah, so the bank are still able to collect and distribute the fund. Yeah, unlike the fintech itself. Yeah, I know that currently fintech, they have a faster development of technology comparing to the bank, because for example in Indonesia, banking industry is a highly industrial that monitored by the regulators. Yeah, yeah. So usually it's quite difficult when the bank try to develop a new product, new services comparing to the fintech. Yeah. So actually, some people saying that, oh no, the technology of the fintech is much better comparing to the bank. In some case, probably yes. Yeah, but currently the bank tried to catch up the technology, yeah, comparing to the fintech. Even though in some cases probably fintechs, they're faster comparing to the bank when they launch the new product and services, because the banks need to follow the regulators. Yeah, need to follow the regulators. They need to do some approval from the regulator before we launch the product and services. And of course, in the banking industry, we also this treasury, yeah, treasury, who managing the ALM, asset and liabilities management, unlike the fintech. Yeah, so that's why yeah, agree. I think we still need the banks in the future, even though the future banks probably much different comparing to the 4.0 society comparing to 5.0 society. Yeah, for example, so that's why what the strategy that currently we do is try to collaborate between bank and the fintech. So for example, now by using the mobile banking, we can use the mobile banking to do a top up e-money, yeah, which is e-money is coming from the fintech. Yeah, we can do like that. Yeah, or we can do payment. Yeah, payment in e-commerce, for example. Yeah, using the mobile banking, for example. So that is kind of a collaboration between the bank and also the fintechs that currently happen. Yeah, and I believe that in the future the collaboration between both banks and fintechs will be yeah, better and better. Okay, thank you for your response. Let's we move on to the next challenge. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is the second question.
Okay, let me take a look.
Yeah, can you see, Ms. Pungki?
Yes. Yes. Okay, for the next slide, please all participants be ready. In Society for 5.0, data is new gold. Okay, finance industries hold massive amount of data. Information collaboration between institutions in our deep doorstep, driven by technology such as
Open API.
Open API Cloud, Supervised Internet, and AI. They are used for due diligence, underwriting, marketing, etc. Okay, please, all participants be ready. How do you feel about customer data sharing between industry players? Comfortable? And do you think we should wait for blockchain technologies instead that empower customers to control data and decision to share or not? Okay, wow. It's anyone raise hand? Oh, wait, please. Ya, Masya Allah. Muhammad Yasin, again. You're so great, Muhammad Yasin. Please unmute
The topic is so
microphone.
interesting. That's why I had to.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's very interesting.
Yes, sir. Actually, I do feel uncomfortable actually because as we can see when we use Facebook, YouTube, Google, anything we search, anything we are working for, I think they're stalking us because the thing I'm searching or the thing I'm looking for, it's right in front of my eyes. They're obviously they're taking the informations from me. Maybe it's from the bank, maybe it's from other products company, but this is actually uncomfortable because our customers, the sharing data of customer is transferring from one place to another. Different places people are gathering our informations for their own business purposes. That's why I do prefer blockchain technologies because it's more secure, it's more reliable. We have the security access. We can choose whom to share our informations, our thoughts. Maybe it's the bank or maybe it's the other companies. So I think there are some uncomfortable places in the banking, not only the banking industry, other industries that we share our data and they're transferring to another places. So I do prefer blockchain technologies.
Thank you, Yasin. Any other?
Thank you. Any other? You can answer by this chat box, Zoom chat box. If you're not ready to on cam or turn on your microphone, and come up, raise your hand. We can wait. I mean, we all can wait to see your great opinions, dear all participants. Anyone else that raise hand? Okay, maybe it's too great question, Mr. Wang.
Yeah,
it's
actually,
not as simple as before.
Yeah, actually, this happen everywhere. Yeah, in Indonesia. Oh, there is a
Arisa Kristina, Mr. Wang.
chat. Yeah. Okay, data sharing. Okay, Arisa ya.
Yeah, Arisa.
Okay, the data sharing between consumers and companies is a fact of life these days. Even if a consumer differ in how they feel about. For companies, data gathering, moment, I cannot see. Data gathering represent a fantastic opportunity to get know customer better, provide them better. However, from a customer point of view, we would take this as a disturbance for us. Yeah. Okay, and Putri is also, you share the same opinion as Yasin. Okay, this is a good opinion. Yeah. Okay. Probably if I can share what happened, I don't know. Yeah. Probably in around the world and also in Indonesia especially. In the current situation, yes. Talking about the security, I think there are some cases. Yeah, there are some cases where the data is when we submit the data and then somebody using our data and then sell it to somebody else. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened. It's almost every day actually. Yeah, actually, I have I have a friend in the office also facing the same experience. Yeah, when somebody there is some company, financing company, try to call her that and then asking her to pay the land, to pay the money, and then my friend said that no, I haven't received any money from your company, and then how come you asked me to pay the money? And then after that she tried to identify when this company get the information about her data. Actually, some cases happen when he tried to register online registered, yeah, and then she tried to add some information, the personal information, and also the photos, and then this I think somebody using this data to borrow money from the company. So that's why this happen almost every day. Yeah, almost every day. Yeah, so that's why we need to ensure when we submit the data, using the secure line, using the secure line. Okay, Ms. Puki, I think there is some opinion also using the chat. Yeah.
Wow,
Okay, from Ayunda. Yeah. I also want to.
Yes, from Ayuninda, Mr. Wang.
That management.
Yes.
Actually, she's asking me. Okay,
You can
she asked me.
for discussion session, Mr. Wang.
Okay. Next is Cici. Yes, I agree with Miss Ayu. Is that legal for sharing customer information? Even some companies sell that. Actually, it's illegal. Actually, yeah. Selling a data is illegal. Actually, yeah. But again, it's a crime. Yeah. But it happened. It still happened. So that's why, especially from the bank, yeah, from the banking industry, we need to ensure that the security is there. So biometric is another solution actually. Yeah. So that's why, for example, in Bank Muamalat, the way we try to improve our security is using the biometric. And when our customer try to register their mobile banking, usually we just enable customer to use one device. Yeah, one device. We not allow customer to have a second or third access to using the mobile banking to the same access to their account. Yeah, because that is very dangerous when somebody else try to clone, yeah, to do a cloning of their access to the mobile banking. Yeah, so that's why the way we do is the to improve the security is when the customer try to register mobile banking. Actually, the unique the mobile banking will be attached on the number of the mobile banking and also attached on the device. So if the customer would like to change the device, they need to unbind, yeah, to the first registration and make another registration. That is to improve the security. Yeah, and again, talking about the data sharing, yes, without permission from the owner, it is illegal. It is illegal. But again, it's currently quite difficult to find out who the one who sell the data. Yeah, that is so that's why in the society 5.0 in the future we expect that we can manage this more carefully. Then we can manage all the data to increase security of the any kind of transaction. So in this group challenge number 2, so actually yes, again agree with you all that easier for data sharing in the future, again, is talking about security. Yeah, so that's why the bank and also regulator using the EKYC, yeah, to ensure actually talking about the sharing data sharing is depend, yeah, is depend. If the data sharing managed by the regulator is much safer. Then and it's very important, especially for the bank and also for the customer, when they try to send the proposal for financing, for example, EKYC between bank and regulator, between bank and other bank or other financial institution is it will make faster on approving the financing. Yeah. And also when do the marketing and underwriting due diligence, when somebody propose financing to the bank, it will be much easier if we can do a sharing data. But again, the regulator needs to manage this sharing data, yeah, to ensure they will be no selling a data to other parties. And of course, as Yasin said, that the blockchain technology, this will allow the owner to manage their own data. So the data is owned by the individual. So when the other parties, for example, the bank or fintech, try to access the data, actually the owner will check and review who asked for the data. So the owner or the individual, they manage their own data, not to share to everybody. Just every data that he or she will share is depend on he or her permission only, something like that. Yeah. So hopefully in the society 5.0, yeah, in the blockchain technology, so the data is owned by the individual. Actually, it's not owned by the banks or fintech or other institution. So any kind of sharing data will be required permission from the owner. Yeah, that is talking about the future. Yeah, blockchain technology. I think that is the my answer. Yeah, my opinion. Yeah, let's move on to the third challenge. I think this is my last challenge, yeah, for you all. Ms.
Okay, don't worry everyone. There's one challenge for you. Let's move to the last. Okay, group challenge number 3. Okay, I can see it clear. Proliferation of digital technologies that promote easiness of banking and finance related comes with it a growing fraud rate. Wow. What extra steps from customer side to prevent this crime? Not to share private data easily, limit private information in social media, open relationship with trusted institution. The easier you transact or less secure you are from fraud. Will you double think if it's too easy for you to transaction, or anything else? Anything else? Anyone? Dear participants, just you can see from your monitor. Please give us all your opinion, your excellent opinion, your good thinking. Anyone raise hand? Maybe Cici Cahyati or Miss Dwi Ayu, Miss Ayu Ninda. Any other? Okay. I think no one responds, sir.
Okay. So then.
Answer, yeah.
Okay, it's okay. I will share my opinion. Yeah. Again, talking about the digital technologies, the more or better technology in the future, this or easier technology in the future, this of course open the bigger potential of fraud and crime. So in my opinion, then we need again, from the bank point of view, we need to ensure that we have a secure technology, that can be used by our customer. So customer will feel secure and feel convenient when they use the technology to do a transaction. And of course, from the customer point of view, the most important thing is please do not share your password. Please do not share a password, or just write in your password or PIN or TIN number, in the somewhere when it can be accessed by somebody else, because it's very dangerous when somebody have a user ID and also the PIN or TIN number that you have, so they can access your transaction easily. It happen, it's also happen often, when people offer trust, to somebody else, and they just share their password or share their PIN or TIN number. So this probably can be used by somebody else to access to your financial. And third is about from the government, of course, from the regulator, especially the regulator, they need to ensure that the regulation is also cover on the how to improve the security, how to improve security. As we know that the bank industry, the financial industry is a highly regulated industry, everywhere, not only in Indonesia but everywhere. So that's why sometimes if we are comparing between the bank and fintechs, sometimes people said that how come bank cannot chase the fintech technology? Because they grow so fast. They launch the product so easy comparing to the banks. Because the banks, we need follow the step that our regulator govern. Our regulator govern. We need to follow. We need to have the review. We need to have the permission from the Bank of Indonesia or from the OJK, before we launch the product. So that's why the regulator, they need to ensure that every single product, every single services that launched by the banks is already got an approval from the regulator, to make sure that all side, from the customer side, from the banking side, and also from the regulator side, it able to fulfill all the requirement, or fulfill all the requirement of three parties. That is my opinion of these challenges. Well, I think that's all, Ms. Pungki, regarding my presentation, and also some challenges that just I shared to you all. Probably now we can enter to the Q&A session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Wang. I will share my little opinion, Mr. Wang, from this last challenge. I think just like you said or you mentioned before, I will just go with trusted institution. I mean, for institution as big as Bank Muamalat, there is no worries for me if it's too easy to transaction. So I will just go with trusted institution, Mr. Wang, just like you mentioned before. And okay.
Thank you.
And okay, everyone. Now we move to the discussion. From the discussion, please write. Okay. Okay, everyone. I would like to have at least 3 questions from the first session. from all participants here. You can send your question via Zoom chat box or ask to the speaker directly. And don't forget to turn on your camera and turn on your microphone. Anyone? Anyone? Cici Cahyati. And know you, Cici Cahyati, Miss Cici. Please, you can start your question to Mr. Wang.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sir, I want to know if this 550 era is the new era, and because this is a new era, it will touch every level of society. Did we must make an education for the lower level of society, or just let them realize for themselves? If we must education society in this era, is it effective? Because we shut in COVID that not let us meet with many people.
Okay.
Okay. So we gather some other question, or I will directly answer this question, Ms. Pungki.
Please directly answer Mr. Wang.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Cici, for the question. Yeah. So yes, society 5.0 is the future, not now, because currently we are still in the society 4.0. As I mentioned to you, there are some point that we need to understand that when this society 5.0 happen, yeah, if you can see these 5 pillars, yeah, happen, then we are already entering to the society 5.0. Yeah, the question is, should we do some education or literation to the society, yeah, regarding to society 5.0? I think yes, we need to have that, yeah. But again, if we are talking about the era or society 5.0, it will happen actually naturally. It will happen natural. Why? Because as we mentioned that digitalization is something that we cannot avoid. Yeah, everybody understand. Even though we don't really understand about the society 5.0, as I mentioned that this 5 pillar will indicate that we are entering to society 5.0, even though we don't know about this information. So when we entering to the society 5.0, everything is happen naturally. Everybody will understand by having a better technology, better service and products. Yeah. So actually, this will happen natural. For example, as I mentioned, when we are entering between one society to another society, because we are already in the 4th society, yeah, soon we will be entering to the 5th society. Again, when we are entering to the 5th generation or 5th era, yeah, or the society 5.0, I believe that majority of the people who live in this world is dominated by millennials, yeah, where millennial is more understanding on how to use the technology comparing to the Gen Z or the baby boomer or something like that. Yeah, because for example, like in Bank Muamalat, the majority of our customer is millennial age. Yeah, it's millennial age, and so that's why when we introduce our internet banking, when we introduce our mobile banking, is quite easy. Yeah, because millennials usually they already using the technology when they do a transaction. Yeah, so unless if we cannot adapt with the situation, we are still using old style banking services. Yeah, when we always ask the customer to come to the branches, then the millennials will leave our bank and then try to find another bank which provide the better solution in terms of the technology. So that's why we try to adapt with that. Yeah, we try to transform. Yeah, our services. We try to transfer our products and also technology to meet the customer needs. Something like that, SCG. I hope this answers your question. Thank you. Any other?
Thank you, Mr. Wang. Any other? I think that's enough. That's good enough, Ms. Cici. Yeah, the answer from Mr. Wang. Okay, any other? You can send your question via chat box, everyone. Any other questions? Okay.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay, Ms. Katrunada, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, Mr. Wang.
Hi.
I have a question for you. Based on these pillars of society 5.0, it seems everything seems digital, and I want to ask about how about people who live in underrepresented area. I mean, as a millennial, what should we do to help them? I mean, like underrepresented area means there's no internet, there's no signal, and what should we do as a millennial? Thank you, sir.
Okay, that is a good question. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but probably in the future. Yeah, in the next 1 decade. Yeah, I think there is no place in this world. There is no place in this country without access to the internet. Yeah, yeah, because as even now, if we go to a certain area, I don't know, for example, in some rural area, yeah, in up country, yeah, not in Jakarta, yeah, like Banyuwangi, even not in the city, even in the village. Now is governor in that cities already try to give an access to free Wi-Fi. Yeah, free Wi-Fi. Yeah, hopefully in the next 1 decade, I believe that the access of the internet will be much easier. Yeah, it will be much easier. If we are comparing like 10 or 20 years ago, when I came to Jakarta, yeah, at the time that the mobile phone, yeah, for example, like XL, yeah, XL provider. I mentioned the name. Sorry, I mentioned the name. They only cover in East Java. They only cover in East Java. So if we go to Jakarta using this SIM card, so we cannot access the call. Yeah, even we cannot access the signal. So that's why if you are talking about like 10 or 20 years ago, so if you are talking some provider, probably they only cover certain area only. But now they already cover all Indonesia. Yeah, I know that there is some places that currently still on the blank spot. Yeah, but I believe probably in the future they already not using just the antenna to strengthening the signal, but they already using the satellite. Yeah, satellite to access the signal. So even though we are far away from the cities, yeah, in the small village, yeah, if we are using the satellite, actually we still able to access the signal and do any kind of contact or transaction. Yeah, and I believe that will happen soon. Yeah, that will happen soon. Yeah, because again, even now, yeah, our education minister is also providing a lot of laptops, yeah, for free laptops, yeah, in some school, yeah, in Indonesia. They order a lot. I heard from the media that they order thousand and thousand of laptops and distributed in the small city. Yeah. So to make them understand on the technology. Yeah. If we are comparing like 20 years ago when I was still in the high school or the elementary school, yes, of course there is no access again about on the laptop or even desktop, something like that. I hope this answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. There is one from Putri Nurreli, Mr. Wan. I think that's a great question in chat box. Does muamalat or any bank are liable for the loss of their customers' personal information during using their bank service? And from Cici Cahyati, I think she is curious about what is bank muamalat, Mr. Wang.
Okay. Let me answer on the first question first from Putri. Yeah. Does muamalat bank or any bank are liable for loss of their customer personal information during using these bank services? Okay. Currently, not happen in bank muamalat, but if you are talking about in the banking industry is a highly regulated industry comparing to other industry. If we are talking about the regulation, the banking is the highly regulated, the most. So that's why talking about the data confidentiality, I think the bank is the most powerful one, yeah, comparing to others. Yeah, so that's why I haven't heard about the sharing data on the in the bank industry, yeah, internally for the money, for example. But for other things, yeah, it may happen. Because, as I mentioned before, for example, like what happened with my friends when she registered in some fintechs. They unfortunately their data is sold to other parties, and I never heard about this happen in the banking industry lately. Yeah, previously probably yes, but lately no. Yeah, because the data is kept very confidential, even though there is somebody from the government asking for the data. We cannot share the data because it's very confidential, except with the regulator, because the regulator is the one who manages ours. Yeah, so that's why the data is only kept for the banks only. Even though we cannot we never share the data from our bank to other banks. Yeah, even though the same bank, same industry, we never share the information. Yeah. Can I? And then the second question is, can I ask some question against? I want to know what the difference between Bank Muamalat and Bank Syariah. Cause in my mind there have some basic Islamic in their transaction. Okay. Actually, Bank Muamalat is the pioneer of the Syariah bank in Indonesia. The first Syariah bank in Indonesia is a Bank Muamalat. So that's why we are not using the Syariah. Yeah, other bank using, for example, like Permata Syariah, My Bank Syariah, and then other bank they are using Syariah. But Muamalat we are not using Syariah because everybody is already now noticed that Bank Muamalat is a Syariah bank, and the Bank Syariah is the pioneer of the Syariah bank in Indonesia. Yes, is launched in 1991. Yeah, it's almost 30 years already. Yeah, 30 years already in Indonesia, and we have become the pioneer of the Syariah bank in Indonesia. Comparing our product with other Syariah bank is mostly is the same. The difference is mostly is on the services. Yeah, if you're talking about saving, if you're talking about the time deposit or current account, mostly it's the same. Yeah, However, in terms of services, in terms of pricing, in terms of nisbah, probably it's different. And of course, bank muamalat is not like a traditional bank. Currently, because our value is Islamic, professional, and modern. So that's why we try to become a modern bank. We're not just offering the saving or current account or TD only, but we also offering other services like wealth management product. Wealth management product, we have investment, we have bank insurance, and then we have internet banking, we have mobile banking, we have cash management services, so many. So if you are comparing between the Bank Muamalat as a Syariah bank with other bank, even though with the conventional bank, actually our services is already at par with other banks. But we are not satisfied on that. We still try to become a better and better. So in this 2022, we already mentioned that we will entering to the digital world. We will focus on the digital banking. So we would like to onboard all kind of product that currently we have in the mobile banking or internet banking. So the customer, they don't need again come to the office or to the branches to do a transaction. So they can do a transaction using the mobile banking for the individual customer, or they can use the cash management services or CMS for the company, customer. So actually, we try to be more competitive, comparing with other bank. I hope this answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hey, Dwi Ayu. Hey, Dwi Ayu. Yes.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm Dwi Hidayati from University of Wali Songo Semarang. So my question is, based on the pillars of Society 5.0, most of them are using mobile banking for their transactions, such as to buy anything by online shop and buy them directly in the outlet. However, my question is how to prevent the fraud call cases because of the safety of data. That's all, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Dwi Ayu. That is a good question, because yes, in 2019, we revamp our mobile banking, from the old version to the latest version. When we are using the old version, actually, one customer they can install their mobile banking application from more than one devices.
Yes.
For more than one devices. Actually, this quite dangerous. Quite dangerous because actually the customer, when somebody try to clone, access to their account, the customer will not notice because actually the customer also installing the application not in just one device. So that's why in the new mobile banking version, which already launched in 2019, actually we improve our security, we improve our UI, we improve our UX, user experience and also user interface, especially on the security, the access to do a transaction is linked to the number, the mobile number, and also the device, the device.
Right.
So that's why we also using the biometric, to do a transaction. We usually, previously, people only using they need to memorize the password or PIN or password or PIN or the number, the number. But now they can use their fingerprint. Now they can use their face recognition to do a transaction. Yeah,
For the safety.
yeah, for the safety. It's more safe compared to the previous one. Yeah. And against we try to manage the customer experience here. Even though we improve our security, we try to manage this will give a better experience comparing to the previous one. Yeah, previous one they need to memorize the PIN number, for example, or TIN number, but now they don't need to memorize that. They're just using the fingerprint or just using the face recognition, to do a transaction.
For the recognition, yeah.
Yes, and actually we try to manage the simplicity of the transaction. We just try to standardize any kind of transaction just using the 3 clicks, no more than 3 clicks. Yeah. So usually for the millennials, usually they try to count. If I do transaction more than 3 clicks, the experience will be less. Yeah, because we try to benchmark with other bank, and we recognize that some bank still they're just focusing on the user interface but not user experience. They do a transaction transfer online.
Yes.
But to do a transaction online, they need to do a click more than 3, like 5 or 6 clicks until the transaction is finished. But for us, we try to standardize all kind of transaction is no more than 3 clicks. So it's more simple, easy to use. Yeah, just using the one hand. Yeah, that kind of things that we try to understand. Yeah, from the customer point of view. So the better user experience, the better user interface, it will make the customer more convenience when they using the application.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Dwi. Mudah-mudahan ini bisa menjawab.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wang. Okay, anyone else? I think, okay. I think that's enough for this session. I actually said to end the session. Okay, dear all participants, we finally come to the end of this practitioner talk with Mr. Wang Wardana, MBA. And before we end the session, I would like to take some conclusion for what speaker presented. Traditional banking and financial service plus technology, I mean, this can lead us to the digital finance. Yeah, one that really familiar for me is bank fintech. Everywhere is financial technology everywhere. In fact, there are many other things such as robo customer service, and then new value added service, and that powered by AI. And I am so interested, Mr. Wang, yet curious about risk management in society era 5.0. Okay, I think this moment wouldn't be enough for us to learn a lot from you, Mr. Wang Wardana. And I can wait. We all can wait to join your another webinar. And maybe I will ask Miss Helena, right, for information regarding your webinar or your other forum discussion. I will join to your another webinar, Mr. Wang. Yes.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you very much, Mr. Wang, and please stay safe and please stay healthy. And thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Wang. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, everybody.
Let's give applause to Mr. Wang. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Okay, maybe you have another agenda, Mr. Wang. You may leave.
Thank you very much.
See you on another occasion.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay healthy, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, and thank you, Miss Punki, for the time. Okay, so dear participants, we still have one more agenda this afternoon, and this one more agenda is we are going to play a quiz. Yeah, but I will check whether you are still there or not. Are you guys still there? Maybe I will call you, or maybe if you're still there, you can respond us through the chat box. And right now in Indonesia is currently 11:30, and usually we have lunch at around 12 o'clock.
Yes,
And related to lunch, I would like to ask one question. It's a fun question. Do you like potato?
I like
Do you
potato.
like potato? Yeah, I
like
would like to ask to the participant, if you were a potato, imagine if you were a potato, what is the food that you want to be as a potato? How the way you want to be as a potato. Like, for example, you want to be as a French fries, or you want to be as a mashed potato. You can respond the question from through the chat box.
Stir-fried potatoes.
Stir-fried potato. Perkedel. Perkedel. Cici Cahyati. Perkedel. Explain it. Perkedel. Maybe it's mashed potato with
vegetables on it.
Vegetables on it. I want to be a mashed potato because it doesn't take many effort to enjoy. Yeah. It doesn't take much effort, but I think it takes effort when cooking. When cook it. Yeah. Imagine I were a potato and my body needs to be crushed or fried. It's scary, to be honest. Yeah, I say it's scary, to be honest. Potato chips or mashed potato, spring potato. What about you? If you were a potato, what would you want to be? Mashed potato, fried potato,
cheesy wedges. Yummy. Oh my God, I
cheesy
got
wedges.
distracted because they mentioned a lot of a kind of food.
Yeah, maybe I want to be churros.
Churros.
Yeah, churros. Do you guys know churros? I want to call, who is it? Who is speaking? I want to call the one who's speaking. Churros. Oh, Dwi Ayu. Dwi Ayu. Hi, Dwi Ayu. Do you feel hungry right now?
Not really, because
not really. If you were a potato, who you want to be?
I think I will be potato wedges because it's easy.
Potato wedges, and then you will enjoy yourself with sauce, chili sauce, or sweet sauce.
Sometimes with the, what is it? Cheese sauce?
Oh, cheese sauce. Yeah, cheese sauce. Okay. Maybe I'm going to ask the other. Rahat Islam. Are you there, Rahat Islam?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, how are you today, Rahat?
Fine.
Fine. Okay, are you feel hungry right now?
I can listen. What you said?
Pardon?
Hello.
Hello. Do you feel hungry right now?
Oh yeah, I'm very much hungry. I didn't get my breakfast till now.
Oh, okay. Just be patient. After this, you will get your lunch. Okay. What time is it now in Bangladesh?
In Bangladesh, it is 10:35 a.m.
10:35. Okay. When you usually have your lunch? What time you usually have your lunch?
Generally, we lunch at 2 p.m. or 1 p.m.
At 2 p.m. or at 1 or 2? Oh,
Yeah.
I see. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pulao with biryani. And
biryani.
Yummy. I
really love biryani. What about your favorite food that is originally from Bangladesh?
You know Pantailis?
Pangtaili.
Pantailis.
We don't know. What is that?
Hilsa fish. You know about Hilsa fish?
It's a fish.
Oh,
Hilsa fish.
okay. Maybe you can write it on the chat box so that we can know the food, and I will check it on my internet.
Okay, I'm writing.
Okay. Okay, there are so many of you who answered potato head, potato chips. Yeah, I like potato chips also. Potato chips, potato grill, French fry because it's so crispy, baby. Crispy. Okay. And Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head. Okay. Okay, Rahat. Okay, Rahat. Actually, we are waiting for your favorite food from Bangladesh, but that's okay. Let's go to the game. Let's go to the quiz. We will give you the link for our today's games. We will give you the link. Do you ever play a quiz in quizzes.com? Quizzes.com.
Do you ever had?
Yes.
Yes.
Quizzes.com, yes.
Quizzes.com, yeah. We will we will have quiz there. Yes, so many. Oh, Hilsha fish. Rahat said that his favorite food from Bangladesh is Hilsha fish. Hilsha fish. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
It's fish. Okay, we have already shared the link. You can go to the link, thequiz.com.
Okay.
We also go to the link, thequiz.com. It's still the trial. Still the trial of the quiz.
Oh my God.
You guys can click the quiz.
And you can join. The quiz will be started if there are like 50% of the participants join the quiz.
Okay. We already joined. And
okay. Wow, you guys are so fast.
I can see 24 people, 26, 27.
Okay. You name yourself host. Okay, Yofi Nuraini, Denial. We will wait until how many participants? Until 50 participants.
50.
Okay, 50 participants. Let's show
There's
it.
still 43.
43.
45.
45. Let's join the quiz. I also don't know what are the questions.
It started. Okay,
So,
this animal is very good at running and has. Okay.
I don't know. Oh, the better the faster. Where did you go to sedimentary school? Earth science. Why do we have the different question? Why do we have the different questions? Giraffe. Oh, okay.
You have to click the right answer on your screen. Okay.
Just click the correct answer.
Okay.
And then we can see. Press the timer and get.
Okay.
Who is
our Mr. Operator is on the number 1. He's the winner.
Wait.
Okay, good.
Oh, I see. Look and choose. But
we got a different question.
Oh, I see.
Zebra.
Okay. Wow, Hurun is number 1 now. So the question is based on the speed.
Yes, I thought. I think so. Number 1 is Arisa.
Arisa, and then
Oh my God, I think my
yes,
Yes.
your what?
Arisa.
Can you continue? Arisa number 1, and then number 2 is NK. Who is NK? And then number 3 is Fuji. Yuyi. Okay. And that's
Such a
still the
cute name.
trial. We will go to the real quiz after this, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, but we hope that you already understand how to play the game. It's
Yes.
very easy. It's like Kahoot actually, but right now we move to the quiz.com. Are you ready for the real quiz?
We will send you the new link. You can click the new link that our Mr. Operator sent to the chat box. Yes, new link.
New link. Yeah, this one is the new link, Altimeras. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Wait, I can access it.
You cannot access the link?
Yes.
What is the node? Why you cannot access the link?
There's a lot of people joining the link.
No.
Oh, wait, maybe my connection is unstable.
Oh,
that's
unstable. You can
okay.
wait until it's stable. Okay, we will start the quiz if there are around like 60 participants, okay? 60 participants. Maybe you better not join the quiz, Mr. Operator. Yeah, it's better for you to not join the quiz. Okay, 50, 51. It's approaching
Oh my
60.
God.
No, it's already 51. Go.
Let's go.
Which country has this flag? I won't help you. You
How could
answered
I? Oh
the
my God,
wrong.
I answered the right question.
Okay, next. Which country has this
Yes.
flag? Oh, it's about country's flag.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
God.
Yeah. What about this one? Next. Myanmar, Laos. Okay. Next, it's easy.
Vietnam.
Oh, I see. Number 1 is Ang. Ang, who is Ang? Which country has this flag? It's about the country's flag.
Power up.
Number 1 is
Daniel Haikal.
Wow, it's one of
Malaysia.
our participants. The flag of our participants. He's number 1.
Who is me? Oh my God.
Which country? I see. Yay, we can see the winner. Who is the winner? All done. And who is the winner? Who is the winner? Could you please read that for me?
Me. Who is me?
Who is me? Me, and then
I'm number 4.
me, and
Me,
then
Amirah Ko. And then number 3, Muhammad Badrut Tamam. Yes, this one. I'm number 4.
yes, you're number 4.
So
Faria,
happy.
Faria, maybe
Faria.
Faria, right? Faria and Faria. Hanif, potato chips. You're so inspired by potato. Kimi, Daniel Haikal. Oh, Daniel Haikal. So sorry. You go down to 10. Mardia. Okay. Maybe can we have more quiz? Can we have more quiz? Oh, that's all.
That's all.
Are you sure?
We
That's all.
We cannot start again with the same link.
No, with the sibling is no. Okay, I think that's all. Maybe if you want to play more quiz, you can go to quiz.com with your other members of your group.
Yes.
Okay. And before we close today's agenda, I would like to remind you regarding the assignments that you have to submit on Thursday, right?
Yes.
On Thursday. So for your information, that every day we have a theme for each day of the ELC. Like today, the theme is
Entrepreneurship and finance.
Entrepreneurship and finance. It means that you can start working your assignments by finishing the aspect of entrepreneurship and finance. And then like tomorrow, we have different theme.
Yes.
Right? What is the theme for tomorrow?
Tomorrow theme is human resource.
Is human resource. Yeah. So you can finish your assignments step by step, like according to the theme of each day, so that on Thursday your assignments is already set up and you can submit it. Okay, is there any questions regarding the assignments? We also would like to remind you, don't forget to fill the attendance list every day. We have shared the link of the attendance on the chat box in the beginning.
And maybe after this, you can discuss with your team about the assignment and ask your buddies to make the virtual meeting maybe to discuss your assignment.
Okay. And tomorrow we will start the agenda again at 7:30. We will have a practitioner and also academician talks, right? Okay, is there any question from you guys? Okay, before we close the agenda, we also very love to sing the yell yell again. Yeah, because there are so many of you who do not turn on the camera. We will choose randomly. We will choose the participants randomly to practice the yell yell, to give the positive vibes this afternoon. We will call Larmino Angelica. Are you there? Larmino Angelica. Belarmino Angelica. Belarmino Angelica. Okay, and the other we will call we will call maybe Abdullah Al-Muhsin. Abdullah Al-Muhsin. Don't be shy. Show yourself because we are about to close today's agenda. Abdullah Al-Muhsin. Abdullah Al-Muhsin, are you there? Maybe are you guys having this this program with also having lunch at your room? Okay, if you are too shy to show yourself, you can respond us through the chat box, please. Yeah. Which one? Okay. And Belarmina Angelica, are you still there? No? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you guys have no any question, I think that's all for today. Is there any message from the committee?
Yeah.
No?
Okay, it's about the attendance link.
Okay, yeah, we already shared the second attendance link, so please kindly fill the attendance. Okay, I think that's all for today. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow at 7:30 in the third day of ELC 2022. So thank you so much for your active participation today. We hope that you have fruitful agenda and fruitful program, and enjoy your lunch after this. And don't forget to finish your assignments. We do apologize if there are any mistakes during the program. So thank you let's close this agenda by hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wassalam.
Waalaikumsalam.